You're going to learn who you are according to the Most High God, according to the God up above, right? The Most High God, right? That's what we all need to find out who we are in these last days, man. Because the white man will call us black. He'll call us African American. He'll call us Negroes, right? Hey, that's not who we are. We are Hebrew Israelites from the certain tribe that you come from. You're God's chosen people. Now bring this up.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob.
What?
For he established a testimony in Jacob.
Why he established a testimony in Jacob, read on.
And appointed a law in Israel.
What?
And appointed a law in Israel.
So he gave certain laws to the Israelites, to his chosen people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Everybody that you see on this chart, right? Read on.
Which he commanded our fathers.
He commanded our fathers, our forefathers, our ancient fathers, right? Read on.
That they should make them known to their children.
That what?
That they should make them known to their children.
Now, with these laws, statutes, and commandments that are in the Bible, we were supposed to be able to make them known to our children. We were supposed to teach our children these laws, statutes, and commandments, but what has the so-called white man done? Right? He kind of beat our nationality out of us. But look, King, from generation to generation, he kind of forced us out of our way, right? Our people hearken to Greek ways, man, right? Taking on different religions, right? Taking on different doctrines and philosophies and the doctrines of this world. But the Most High God gave our forefathers laws, statutes, and commandments to teach them to our children, right? Yep. Read on.
That the generation to come might know them.
So that the generations to come are little babies growing up so that they can know the Most High God. Because a lot of our youngins out here do not know the Most High God. They don't know a damn thing about the Most High God. And that's why the Most High God raised us up to be able to come out here and profess his name, to glorify his name, to give him all praise, honor, and glory, and to show our people their God-given nationality. Read on.
Even the children which should be born.
Even the children which should be born. Them are the newborns, man. Those are the children that the women held in their stomachs for 9 months, man. Shalom, okay? All right, read on.
Who should arise and declare them to their children.
It was supposed to be told to our children. Our children were supposed to know this, man. My parents were supposed to tell me of these things. But they didn't know because their parents didn't tell them. And the parents before that didn't tell them. Right? My grandfather, my great-grandfather didn't know nothing about this because they weren't taught it. Read on.
That they might set their hope in God.
So that you could set your hope in God instead of all these other religions and doctrines of this world, man. Right now, people celebrate Christmas, which is celebrating a god named Nimrod, huh? That's not who we're supposed to be worshiping. We're supposed to worship Yahweh Bashem El-Shai.
It's not your fault.
Exactly.
Our fault. It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. It's not our fault.
And if you did not say what they say, you say.
Okay.
It is.
Don't worry.
When it's wrong.
I'm going to get your phone, okay?
Look, you got an L.
I got you. Don't worry.
Look, I got to believe a lie to qualify, to get an A. And say, yes, that part is wrong. And I'm ready. Retribution.
You should have hit me up, bro.
Okay, Elder. I hear you, Elder. Right? This is what we're supposed to take heed to. How you doing, okay? How you feeling, okay?
I got you.
And not forget the works of God. And not forget the works of God.
Don't forget the works of God. Don't forget how the Most High God took us out of captivity, man. Don't forget how the Most High God put plagues on the Egyptians and caused us to come out of that captivity. Right? How he put other nations to death for his chosen people. Don't forget the works of the Most High God, man. Read on.
But keep his commandments.
But do what?
But keep his commandments.
What we got to do?
But keep his commandments.
We got to keep the commandments, man. That's our whole duty of man. That's why we was created. That's why we are men on this earth today, to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Bring this up.
This is Leviticus chapter 27 and verse 34. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the children of Israel.
For the who?
For the children of Israel.
For the who?
For the children of Israel.
There was certain, exactly, King. Though these are certain laws that was given to the Israelites. Read on.
In Mount Sinai.
Right? In Mount Sinai. right? Where Moses went onto the Mount Sinai and got the commandments and brought them down to the children of Israel, right? Let me get Chiraq, right? Chapter 17 and verse number 11, right? Chiraq chapter 17 and verse number 11, and right, let me get Romans chapter 10, right? Romans chapter 10 and verse number 2, right? These are things that we need to come back to. We need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments and gain knowledge about our God, man. Because like you said, the Torah, right? All praise to the Most High.
To the Most High.
And that's what we got to remember, man. Give all praises to the Most High, man. Hello. Right? Every time you wake up, give all praises to the Most High.
Hello.
Right?
Hello.
Bring this out up.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 2. For I bear them to record that they have a zeal of God.
A lot of our people have a zeal. Okay, sis, you as a Hebrew Israelite, according to the Bible, you got to keep the commandments, have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? Read this out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 2. For I bear them to record that they have a zeal of God.
See, our people have a zeal of God, right? Our people wake up Sunday morning going to church, right? They have a zeal of God. They want to learn about the Most High God. But bring this out. Read on.
But not according to knowledge.
But what?
But not according to knowledge.
See, they want to learn about the Most High God, but it's not according to knowledge. Instead, our people want to go ahead and listen to the Christian pastor, right? Whatever the pastor say, hey, it got to be the truth. But that's not so. Because a lot of times the Christian pastor does not read out of the Bible. He kind of brings up a kind of object and tries to relate it towards the Bible. He tries to give an interpretation of the Bible, but that's not what you're necessarily supposed to do. You're supposed to bring it down into lamer terms for our people, but given the doctrine that was taught to you in seminary school is not what you're supposed to do. We up here did not have to go to seminary school. We didn't have to go to the so-called white man's school to learn the Bible. This is our book. This was made for us. We can open up the book and read it ourselves and understand that it's talking about us and our ancestors. Right? We don't have to go to the Christian pastor to learn that. That's why we encourage our people up here to read the Bible for yourself, man. Even all the scriptures that we bringing out, hey, go back in the Bible and read it yourself to make sure that we not telling a lie.
Okay, I got a question.
I know that.
Let me finish this real quick, sis, and I got your question, okay?
Yes, should I?
Verse 3. For they long ignorant of God's righteousness.
They're ignorant of God's righteousness. Our people, meaning they are ignorant, they have no understanding of the Most High God's righteousness. Righteousness, according to the Bible, is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. According to Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25, and Psalms chapter 119, right? And 172, right? Read on.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
But instead of following the righteousness of the Most High God, our people want to establish their own righteousness.
Lean not to your own understanding.
And you're not supposed to lean to your own understanding, because that'll cause you to go and try to do your own thing. You can't go and do your own thing. You got to do what the Most High God tells you to do. That's it on that up.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God.
And our people have yet to submit themselves unto the Most High God, man. Imagine how our community will really look if we submit to the Most High God. If we follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Imagine what the Most High God would do for us if we were to keep his laws and obey his voice, man. Right? Bring this up.
Chiraq chapter 17 and verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the laws of life for a heritage.
And what?
And the laws of life for a heritage.
See, the Most High God gave laws for an heritage to us. So if anybody asks you what your heritage is, according to the Most High God, your heritage is keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's our culture. That's the laws. Those are the traditions that we follow after before we was taken in slavery, man. We kept Feast of Dedication. We kept Passover. We kept Pentecost, man. We kept the new moons, and we kept the Sabbath, which is going down sundown to sundown, from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That is the Shabbat, right? You had a question, sis?
About these tithings.
About who? Tithings. Right? Let me get Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 56 and verse number 10. Right? Isaiah chapter 56 and verse number 10. Right? Yeah, con. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse number 1. Right? Now you talking about tithing, right, sis? Right? We're gonna get into that, right? We're gonna get into that. Bring this up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
What?
His watchmen are blind.
Now the Most High God is saying his watchmen are blind, right? These are talking about the pastors, right? The Baptist, the Christian, the whatever pastors, right? Of whatever denomination, right? The pastors, they're ignorant, meaning they have no understanding of what's really going on in this Bible, right? Read on.
They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
They are what?
They are all dumb dogs.
So the Most High God is saying that the pastors are dumb because you rather go and learn the doctrine of the Bible from your oppressor than learning the doctrine of the Bible from the Most High God. Right? Read on.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Loving to what?
Loving to slumber.
So the pastors are lazy as hell. The pastors are not coming out to these blocks.
So,
no time where you see your pastor come out to these blocks.
That's why
They still. All right, brother, you a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible. You got to keep the commandments, have faith in Yall Bashim Yall Shah.
This one I'm coming back to with this tithe. That money not being used toward what
See that?
it's supposed to be.
And this gonna get into that. This gonna get into that, sis. Right?
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
They are what?
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
Now, the Christian pastor is so damn greedy, he takes his own people's money and puts it into himself instead of putting it into the communities. Right. He does not need your money, right? As we learn, right? Right? Well, shout out to Nadim, man, giving us this knowledge. With the 501c3 that they got, they could just write out a grant and get whatever the money that they want to. They don't need our money.
And they don't got to pay it back.
And they ain't got to pay it back. They ain't got to pay no taxes either.
So why is
Why are they like that?
why they want us? It's a pertinent that we gotta pay.
Read that again.
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
They are what?
They are greedy dogs.
Now see that? You see that? Now the Most High God called them greedy, sis. Now it's more on this. It's more, right? They're greedy dogs. Read on.
Which can never have enough.
Which can what?
Which can never have enough.
They can't never have enough. It don't matter during that first church service. They raised up $100,000. They need 100,000 more. You good, sis? Right? You got 2 minutes, sis? You got 2 minutes to learn your nationality according to the Bible? Give me 2 minutes, sis. Give me 2 minutes. Just stand here and listen. We just want your ears. We don't want no money, nothing like that. All praise to the Most High.
We ain't the greedy pastors.
Right? All praise. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 30 and verse 34. We're still going to finish your question, right? So they, according to the Bible, the sis asks, right, why are the Christian pastors like this, right? What about tithing? Why we gotta tithe?
We got to pay 10% of our stuff.
Yea, they are greedy dogs.
What you will understand, and what I'm gonna show you, hey, the Bible don't never say that. That's a doctrine that the pastors came up with. That's a doctrine that the pastor learned in seminary school. That's something from our oppressor, from taking money out of our communities, man. That's why we're not thriving. That's why we're not doing good in our communities. That's why we have to depend on every other nation to get some from them. Who owns that liquor store? The Arabians, the Arabs. Who owns this?
Police station.
So-called white man.
Black. No, they're black. Guess what?
But ultimately, how did they have to get this spot?
For the last 3 weeks, right about now, ain't nothing been done right here. You know why? That so-called black owner couldn't afford to pay the construction.
And see that? Because you have to understand,
Now we're
when getting this,
down again.
look, the so-called black people.
Security.
Now look at this, sis. The so-called black people that got this spot, they had to pay money for this, sis.
It's being built right now. It's being on hold.
Right.
That's putting us back.
Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
What?
They are shepherds that cannot understand.
So why the hell are we waking up? Why are we waking up on Sunday morning, going to church, listen to these pastors, and according to the Most High God, they can't understand this book.
And
They not going to give you no understanding. And see that? They just want your money, sis. They don't care if you taking a bus to church every day. You're late on your rent. They don't care. They just want your money.
I'm so sorry. They don't even give a flying fuck if we just came up at the motherfucking bar.
Now see that? And that's real, right?
With our titties and asses all out.
Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse 12. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 26 verse 12. This still answer your question, sis, right?
Yes.
About tithing, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26 and verse 12. When thou hast made an end of tithing.
So when you make an end of tithing, that's making an increase. Like you're reaping your increase, right? You're reaping up the fruits of the land, right? Because we had land, we were planting fruits and vegetables.
It ain't going to us.
Exactly, it's not going to us. But tithing is not necessarily just getting out your pockets, giving 10% to your.
Giving our money to that preacher.
And that's the problem, y'all. What y'all need to do, it starts with y'all, sis. It starts with our people. Our people need to open up this book and read it. Y'all understand that the Christian pastor is not telling y'all what y'all need to know.
But you know what? I was born and raised under Christian.
See, and I was too, sis. I was too.
But see, you know, I was very young at the time. Didn't really understand. But now, you know, as you get older, it all falls in.
Right?
It's falling in and beginning to come and make a little more sense.
Go to verse number 9.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26 and verse 9.
This is what tithing is, sis.
And he have brought us into this place and have given us this land, even the land that floweth with milk and honey.
Right? He put us into our promised land, into our land that we own. Read on.
And now behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land, which thou, O Lord, hast given me.
And we're supposed to give them our first fruits. Now, our first fruits is not just our money, man. And it's not supposed to be given unto the pastors. It's supposed to be given to a specific people. Right, read on.
So what we need
And thou shalt set it before the Lord. And thou shalt set it before the Lord thy God, and worship before the Lord thy God.
So when you give over your increase, when you give over your first fruits, you're supposed to worship the Most High God. You're not supposed to worship your pastor. You're not supposed to put hands on the pastor. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Right after he tells you, oh, you give your tithe and you'll be blessed. But yeah, you still taking the bus. You still thriving to pay your rent. Right? You still worrying about if you're going to be able to feed your children tonight. Right, we don't?
And that shall rejoice in every good thing which the Lord thy God has given unto thee, and unto thine house, though and the levit and the stranger that is among you. When thou hast made an end of tithing of all the tithes of thine increase the third year, which is in the year of tithing, and hast given it unto the levit, the stranger. When thou hast made the end of tithing all the tithes of thine increase of the third year, which is the year of tithing, and have given it unto the Levite, unto the Levite, unto the Levite.
So it's supposed to be given unto the Levites. Who are the Levites according to this time?
Right.
The Haitians, right? Brothers and sisters, brothers that come into this truth, right? Knowing that they're an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, they're the ones that's supposed to take your tithing. They're supposed to give it back in, right? Back into their people, right? They're supposed to put it back into the community, as you would say, right? They're supposed to take care of the widows. That's what it's all about, really. Taking care of the sisters that their husbands died, man. Right? Taking care of the children. But instead, we want to give our tithing over to the damn pastors, man. And ultimately, it's going back to the so-called white man. That's not where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go to the Levites. It's supposed to go into your own people, right? If you got a Sion, Jake, right, a so-called black man that's out here just for these other nations, he's not really for you. Why are you giving over your money? Why give over your money to somebody that's constantly lying to you, and deep down you know he's lying to you? Every time I ask a person that's a Christian, right, what was the last thing you learned in church?
I ain't gonna lie. I strayed because it didn't make sense after when I got to realize.
And believe it or not, sis, every so-called Christian gives that same answer. They either silent or they just plainly say, hey, they don't know. Because you're not learning nothing in that service. It don't matter if it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of a service, you don't learn nothing in that time span. All you learn, hey, what song was sung today?
Right? Up, we eating breakfast, going to church, we come back home.
You see that?
Don't fall asleep.
And I'm gonna give you a little feedback on that, right? I used to be a Christian, right? I grew up a Christian. With me, my mama, my brother, right? We used to walk to church every Sunday. Damn the bus, we ain't have enough for that, all right? We had to walk. Church attire and everything, huh? Right? My mom gave so much money to that pastor, and yet she's still thriving, huh? And yet she not where she want to be at, huh? What happened to the blessings that you will get?
That's what we was told.
And that's what you was told, and that's wrong, right? Let me get Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 1. Bring this out. See? No, Salaki, Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse number 1, right? Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse number 1, right?
No, even too, sis. Like, you ever seen where Granny that gave so much money, and then when she died, passed away, they don't even want to have a funeral there. They don't even pay for the funeral, don't put nothing on it. They don't give a dollar to Granny's funeral. She been paying for 30, 40, 50 years, giving past all this money. And when she passed away, they are like, up on to the next. They don't give nothing to us, a funeral. Don't even want to have it at the church most times.
See that? And look how wicked this is, man, right? Joel Osteen, I don't know if you heard, right? This happened a couple of months ago, or maybe it's been a year now, right? Joel Osteen's church, right? A plumber was doing his job in the bathroom, right? Trying to get the toilets fixed. He seen that there was a little hole in the wall. The wall caved in, and a whole bunch of money fell out of it. So Joel Osteen been hiding money in his walls for years. And you know what makes it even worse, right? And what makes me mad personally? My grandmother gave him over thousands of dollars to help him out. And see that? And the family not getting none of that money back. They still trying to figure out who did this. But they ain't never gonna fight it because they never gonna say it was the pastor. They gonna think the pastor was all good. Oh, he's a godly man, right? He couldn't have done none of this. No, but it's been him the whole time. They ain't never gonna find a person because they not gonna ever want to investigate him. There's a reason why he shut down his church, right, during the time of the hurricane.
They need to stop that commercial.
See that? Stop all his commercials, shut down his TV shows, shut down everything.
What you just told me, I didn't know.
See that? And I encourage you to go look that up, right? Anytime that you probably gave a donation, Joel Osteen, your money is in that wall.
Oh, I ain't messing with no TV preacher period.
See that? All praise to the Most High, right? Hey, this is the judgment for those pastors, though. See?
Give us that sermon again, you turn around and say, all donations and all that, you know, we accept it like that.
See that?
No.
Bring this up.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 1. Now I say that the hair, as long as he is a child, differs nothing from a servant.
So an heir, right? He's like a prince, right? He's no different than a servant. Why? Read on.
Though he be the Lord of all,
even though he's Lord of all, he has a certain amount of rulership over that servant. He's no different than that servant. But we're gonna see why.
But is under tutors and governors until time appointed of the fathers.
It's because he has people that's still over him as an heir, right? He's a prince right now. He's not the king. He has people over him until the time appointed of his father, when that prince, that heir, is given rulership. Right? Read on.
Even so when we were children,
it's the same way as we was children. Right? Read on.
We were in bondage under the element of the world.
We were what?
We were in bondage under the element of the world.
We was under bondage of the elements of this world. Right? The bondage of this world. Right? The bondage of this world is Christianity. Right? Baptist. Right? Mormonism. Right? What else? Muslim. Right? All these denominations, we were under bondage under these things because this is what we was taught. We were never taught the truth of this Bible. We always just went to somebody and just believe what they say. Let me get Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 5. Right? Well, that's not what we're supposed to do. Even with us, sis. Even with us telling you this, and we're coming out of the scriptures. The Bible says what it says. I'm not saying nothing different than what the Bible's saying. But we'll still encourage you to go back and read these scriptures for yourself. Just to show us, hey, just to prove that we're not lying. Right? We got flyer, Lord willing, our brother will give you a flyer after we're done. But we got our YouTube and Facebook on there. So if you want to remember any scriptures that we got out, you could just look back on that video and get edified through that video, through the scriptures. Right? Bring that up.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse number 5. Servants, be obedient. 5 and 6. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 6. Let no man deceive you with... What? Let no man deceive you.
Don't let any man deceive you. Right? God. I would encourage that as well, because we got some women pastors out here going to hello. Alright? Right? Be not deceived by no man. No man. Not even us. That's why we encourage you to do your own research as well. Right? Read on.
Let no man deceive you with vain words.
With vain words. We're not giving you no vain words. But we're not coming out of our own thoughts. We're not telling you our own opinions. We're coming out of what the Bible says. Right? Read on.
For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of the disobedience.
Because our people want to be so disobedient, because our people want to teach lies. Let me get that Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9, right? 30 and verse 1, right? Because our people want to teach lies, right? They want to teach against the commandments of the Most High God. Instead, they want to teach you the commandments of men, which is keeping these holidays of America, right? Doing the, celebrating 9/11, Independence Day, when none of that is for us. All those holidays that came up, we were slaves at that time. We're still slaves to this day. We're kings and princesses on this earth. Why the hell we got to work for a damn oppressor? It's because the Most High God brought us down to a lower state. We've been put in captivity because we don't have any knowledge, according to Isaiah chapter 5 and verse number 13. So how do we get out of this? How do we come out of this lower state? How do we become back on high above all nations? We have to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Shalom, King. Oh, praise the Yall, Bashim Yall Shah. Right, pan that camera, all right? Pan that camera. Our brothers in the police force, goddamn. All praise the Yall, Bashim Yall Shah, man. Hey, we taking over. All right, man? We are taking over, man. All praise to Yall. Yeah, he kind of stopped. He said, Shalom, Israel. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise by Shimon Mashiach El Shah. Right, you see that? See that? Now you good, sis. And the Edomite, the so-called white man in the past, he ain't like that. Because his partner woke up to his nationality. It's gonna come upon a time where that police officer, hey, that brother, he gonna probably get up out of that, or he gonna do better for his people while being in there.
But at the meantime, same time, at the end of the day, he still show love.
See that? And hey, that's what we want, man. We want our people to show us love. Because we ain't doing nothing but showing love to our people right now. Right? Because like the brother that was up here earlier, he said he don't know who he is. You good, Elder. You ain't got to walk in the street. You don't have to be in harm's way.
Whistle while you
What you got, Isaiah 30. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
What the Lord say?
Woe to the rebellious children.
Since we don't want you to be one of those rebellious children. We want you to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments.
I learned the rebellion. I didn't go past that.
All praise to Yall, Bashim Yall Shah.
Rebelling against some other things.
Are you rebelling against unrighteousness? Are you rebelling against the evil of this world?
I'm rebelling against what's not right for me.
All praises to Yall, Bashim Yall Shah. That's what unrighteousness is. That's what evil is. Things that go against the Most High God. So you're supposed to rebel against those things. Don't rebel against the Most High God, which is life, which is righteousness, right? You got to obey his voice, man, right? Bring this out, huh?
It's Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors.
Read it again.
Woe be unto the pastors.
Hey, you hear that, sis? It says, woe be unto the pastors. Woe when you go into etymological form of that word, or into the concordance of that word, right, it means death and destruction. So it says, read that again.
Woe be unto the pastors.
It says death and destruction are coming to the pastors. Now I guarantee you, if you read this to your pastor, he kicking you out the church. All praise to 𝐿 Right, read on.
That destroy and scatter the sheep. That destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures.
See, the problem is the so-called pastors, they destroy and scatter the sheep. They scatter us, man. Right? They make us believe a lie. Right? Because what do they teach in the churches? That the laws are done away with.
Pretty much right about now what they teach in church every day and laws are done.
You see that?
They're not telling us the right stuff. They're telling us what is called at the end of the day. The doors of church is open at the
Exactly. See, and we don't encourage that to happen. You see what we no sis, you see what we do. We don't have nothing up here to take your money. Thus far, every time you've seen us here, we ask our people to give us 2 minutes of their time.
Yeah,
see that?
Where's the lights?
All right. Hey sis. No, we're not Muslims. We're not no religion. Right? We're Hebrew Israelites, sis. Right? You got to keep the commandments and have faith in 𝐿. Yes. All right. Since Lord willing, you look in that flyer, you get more edified through the scriptures and through the videos. All right. Stay safe out here. Right. So let's get back to these pastors, because these pastors wicked as hell, man. Right.
Saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord. God.
It said, thus saith the Lord. So if the Most High God says, hey, death and destruction is coming to them, it's going to happen. So everybody that want to be a pastor, right? They want to get up and be a pastor, get their big old mega churches. Hey, the Most High God is going to have death and destruction for them, right at the door, because y'all not teaching us y'all not teaching what the people need, man. Y'all say y'all teaching, hey, God love everybody. They teaching that the laws are done away with, but the Bible never says that. Let me get Baruch chapter 4 and verse number 1. The Bible actually says opposite of that. The Most High God says opposite of what they're talking about. They say that the laws, statutes, and commandments are done away with. You ain't got to keep the laws no more, right? But the Most High God says different. Who are we going to listen to, man or the Most High?
Me.
No. We can't even listen to you, sis. Salakia, right? Forgive me.
I can't even listen to nobody.
Hey, but you got to listen. You got to listen to God. You got to listen to the Most High God. I'll praise it. You got to kind of get up with us, sis.
I follow the words that I read.
I'm going to get into that.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever.
And the what?
And the law that endures forever.
The laws endure forever. So there is no, the laws are done away with. We don't have to keep no law. It's none of that. That should never come out of nobody's mouth when the Most High God said that the laws endure forever. How long is forever, sis? Ain't no time period on it. It's forever. Right?
The law endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Read that again.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All those that keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, they'll come to life. They will have life. Read on.
But such as leave it shall die.
What?
But such as leave it shall die.
But if you leave the law, statutes, and commandments, if you want to say, hey, I ain't got to keep the laws no more, I can eat the shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork, and catfish, right? I ain't got to, the sisters don't got to put on modest apparel. That would be lies, man, and you'll be put to death according to the Most High God.
That's right.
That's why the Most High God said death and destruction is coming to the pastors, because they scatter the sheep, right? Read on.
Therefore, this said the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them.
See that? Oh man, this is so wicked, right? The Christian pastors have driven away our people. How many people have become atheists after they found out that the Christians been lying? Now they don't even believe in the Most High. They don't believe in no God. They say there's no God. Hey, I'm God now.
Well,
right? That's all.
You know what?
Cause our people to go astray, man.
You know what? And I'm asking these questions for you.
We want those questions, sis. All praises to the Most High
I went
God.
to that white man. I was touching single.
See that? Let's get what's that? Exodus.
I did graduate. This is why I'm asking all.
All praises.
I came up in the church. I'm wondering what. It's a fashion show. It's a talk thing. The preachers, the preachers messing with the wives and of the husbands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So church became a doggone circus to me.
See that? And it, all praise to the Most High, you was able to get up out of that. Because a lot of our people have, and that's all praise to the Most High for that.
I'm not going to give my money to the kids. You ain't help me when I say my life's going to be turned off.
See that? They ain't help you out, huh? See that? I don't want to hear no Christian saying, hey, the pastor helps us out. When y'all ain't help out my sister, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody help out my sister, man.
No.
Right, but if you come to the Hebrew Israelites, hey, you come back to your nationality, we willing to help our people, man. See that? And that's why we come back to our nationality and stop being a religion. Because when we become a nation of people, we help out each other. Right? We circulate our money between ourselves, man. If you was with us, sis, and ultimately you was with the Most High God, we would have helped you out, sis. We wouldn't be no Christian pastor. Oh, I don't got the money. You know right? I just had to give over money for this and that. No.
I ain't come at the end. I came at a good time.
All praise to 8. And that was in due season because it's time for everything, right? Let's get that in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. And you bring out your precept, Bob.
So sis, this precept again, talking about the pastors, how they greedy, and then we also think if the pastors are the people that's supposed to teach us the Bible, why most time the Most High curse their children? Like they kids, they women be whoremongers, they daughters, sons be strung out on drugs and different things like that. So I'm gonna give you a scripture in regards to it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 27.
No.
He that is greedy of gain trouble his own house. So again, you know, they're greedy for gain because they're not going to lead our people nowhere. But they want to get every dollar, and that's why it's trouble their house. God cursed their children. Again, like I said, their daughters be whoremongers. Their sons be struck out on drugs or different type of things. Their wives, they nothing. So again, why is he cursing their houses? If they were the ones to lead us somewhere, why would the Most High curse their houses?
He wasn't right either in the first place. Apparently, the one that started.
Right? Why are their houses cursed? Right? Let me get John chapter 7 and verse 47 or 49. Right?
Can't blame
what you got,
woman and kids. It's so well that man has done something wrong.
Drop that and give me Exodus chapter 6 and verse number 3. Right? 7 verse 49. Why are their houses cursed? Why are we cursed? Why are the Christian pastors' houses cursed? Right?
They ain't right.
Bring this up.
This is the book of John, chapter 7 and verse 49. But this people who knoweth not the law, but this people who knoweth not the law,
so for all our people that don't know the law, read on,
are cursed.
Are what?
Are cursed.
They're cursed. So why are we cursed is because we don't know the law. And that's what we're up here to teach. We're up here to teach our people the law. We're out here to give our people that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding because you ain't going to get it nowhere else but out here on the streets. This is where our people need it at, man. You will never catch no pastor coming out here on 79th and Halston, man. He won't ever come out here.
Stand here for an hour and
exactly.
give us the real original word without putting that cup out there.
Right? Or hey, he might have some of his people out here with the collection plate, right?
I said the cup though.
See that? Hey, a cup too, right? He might have a whole bucket.
Yeah, cup too small.
Right.
Yeah, he on 79. He gonna come with a bucket.
See that? He gonna come with a bucket. He might come with a dumpster truck because he know y'all gonna give y'all money up now.
He better make sure he has security.
See that? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nobody bringing no harm to no pastor. Y'all, our people love the pastor so much. Our people love the pastor so much. They not bringing no harm to them.
You know what?
Because they speaking lies. Right? Let me get that in Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 30 and verse number 9.
Our pastors might make us feel
See, wait. They might say something that might make y'all feel good, right, sis?
Got us walking.
Mm-hmm. And that's not what we need. We don't need, hey, what you'll learn up here, when you first come into the truth, when you first come into the knowledge, this word becomes like honey to you. It becomes sweet. But when you get deeper into this, you learn a lot more about it, right? Which with much wisdom comes much sorrow. It's not all peaches and cream in this truth. You gonna go through something. You gonna go through some things. But you know at the end of the day, the Most High God got you on your side. He on your side. You know that the Most High God is just trying you through that fire, right? He's trying to refine you as gold as gold is, right? And that's ultimately what we want for our people. We want our people to go through that fire and make it out alive, man. Bring this up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that would not hear the law of the Lord.
Right? That's our people in a nutshell. Right? The rebellious, they don't want to listen to the words of the Most High God, H.O.I. Right? Read on.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophet, and prophesy not unto us right things. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophet, prophesy not unto us right things.
Right, so they tell us up here, hey, don't prophesy unto us right things. We don't need none of that, right? We don't need none of that, right? They don't want to hear the truth, right? Instead, what they want us to do.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak to what?
Speak unto us smooth things.
They want us to speak unto them things that kind of feel good. Hey, what's going on, okay?
You good, King?
What's going on, fam? Feel like that. Hey, brother, what's your nationality, King? Hispanic? Pequeño? All right, if y'all can understand, right? Tú eres israelita, de acuerdo a la Biblia, right?
Sí.
Guarda los mandamientos, et tener fe. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. All right?
God.
All praise to y'all, Bashim Yall Shah.
Okay.
I tried. I don't know. I tried. Right?
No, that was good one. I like that.
And see that? Look at this, sis.
Quickly,
They say they're Hispanic.
quickly,
Right?
they say no English. They understand. You walk around asking for English food.
God.
All praise to the
Break it
Most High,
down,
right? And there'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar or Ephraim, right? Either one, right? Because those are our brothers and our sisters too. They got the flavor too, sis.
Man, I just that's understandable. We all want our freedom and peace and be, you know. I got a question. What y'all think about how it's our government period? I accept anybody. I don't care. We all gotta get along. It takes a village. But right now, our police is down in us, but giving them all praises.
Now I'm gonna explain something to you,
And
right?
moving,
Because
and
it was talked
moving
to.
and saying and not doing some things. But however, I must say this: as long all along my life, I've been fighting, but we have our rights as well. You got your rights, but if you don't fight for it, you're not doing bad things. You know,
Right.
but see here, they work for you.
Now I'm gonna say something. Now hear me out, sis. Right? Hear me out. Right?
Police want to tell us
Now-
to go around.
Now look at this, right? The police, which we know is the so-called white man, right? Now we know the so-called white man is so crafty, right? He's strategic, right? He says, hey, the hell with the black people. Let's support more of the Hispanics so that the black people could go against the Hispanic people. But in reality, y'all need to be going against the so-called white man. The white man is giving, look, you have to understand, sis. Look, real quick, sis. Now look at this, sis. The Hispanics go through the same thing we go through. They go through the same curses.
Everybody.
Now just because the so-called white man wants to give them certain type of privileges over y'all don't mean that y'all should go against the Hispanics, right? Don't mean that y'all should hate the Hispanics more than what y'all do.
But I just asked what I'm
They do that to mess up y'all mind. I wish I had when you get a chance, sis, go in. You can get the PDF. You can look it up on Google, right? Type in the Willie Lynch letter. Type in the Willie Lynch letter, and you will see how the so-called white man says. Okay. So you got the flyer, right? The flyer got our phone number on it.
So when I respond, y'all will respond.
See that? Hey, see that? Now look. You want a Bible? You got a Bible?
I got a Bible.
All right. See, I came prepared today. I had an extra Bible in my bag, you know? But you got a Bible. All praise to the Most High.
I don't got the book like that.
Lord willing, sis, we see you again. I'll make sure you have this book. Lord willing, right? It's the Willie Lynch letter, right? And making of a slave. This was methods on how to make a slave. Now, in this book, right? Right, let me find it real quick. Right, on how they separated, they gave more privileges to the so-called black women, right?
Yeah, the light skins.
Or the light skins, right? They gave more privileges to the light skins and made the black, and that caused the black man to go against to hate on the light skinned man, right? Lord willing, find that for me, right? In these times, right? The method of the so-called white man, he will give more privileges to the light-skinned man. Now look at this, sis. Look, the so-called white man gave more privileges to the light-skinned brother, put him in the house, right? Let him housekeep or whatever, and kept the dark-skinned brothers out there on the field. Now, what did that do? It caused the so-called black man, the dark-skinned man, to now go against his own brother, which is light-skinned. Which that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to go at the person that's trying to implement this method. Your brother is not your enemy, right? The so-called Hispanics is not your enemies because they are of your same nation, right? They go through the same curses we go through. They have been implemented through a method to how to make a slave, just like we were. So it's not for us to go against the Hispanics, the Mexicans, right? The Puerto Ricans. It's for us to go against the so-called white man. Try to shut down his economy and see how our communities increase.
That's what it's set up to be, you know.
And you see that? That's
all gotta learn to get along. It takes a village. It don't matter what village you come from.
exactly. See that? We have to. Let me get Deuteronomy. What you got up? Hold that. Drop Jeremiah. Right? Hold that. Yeah. Exodus. And give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. That's a curse. Now, sis, have you ever heard of generational curses? Generational curses, like from generation to generation, we've been cursed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You heard of that, right? Now, all those curses that we're under are found in the Bible. They come from the Bible because we simply did not want to obey the voice of the Most High. We wanted to go against the Most High and not keep His commandments, and that caused our God to put curses upon us, and now we're in poverty today. Now we can't walk down certain streets without a brother mean mugging us or wanting to put us to death. Right now we have all these other nations, they think they're better than us, right? When in reality, we're the best people on this earth. Without us, this world would not go round and round, right? Bring this up.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So the man is tender among you and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
So there was at a point in time where our people were very delicate towards one another. Right? How I approached that brother that was walking down the street, the Hispanic brother, so-called Hispanic brother, I didn't come with him with any malice or anger. I showed him brotherly love, man. Right? I talked to him as if he was my brother. I said, Shalom, hey, what's going on, family? I called them family. That's my family. Don't matter if they don't know me or not. Hey, that's my family according to the Most High. Now look at this, sis. Just a little bit. Just a yeah.
But it was enough.
All praise to Yahweh Shai. Right? All praise to the Most High God. Right? But ultimately, we were delicate towards one another. We loved one another at a point in time. You see how they treated us up here our first time coming up here? Right? It says our eyes shall be evil towards our brother. That's the curse. Now that's black on black crime. Right? Now people getting shot down in the street each and every day, man. I can't even tell you how many notifications come on my phone each and every day from somebody getting gunned down in our communities, from my own people.
But it's not only our
It's not, but it's on the mega screen. It's on TV. That's what the white man portrays.
Yeah, we at that time. Yeah.
Exactly, but
Yeah,
it's shown. It's proven.
We at that time.
Exactly, but that's not so, because every nation, they kill each other. The white man kills more of their people than we kill our people. But at the same time, this is a curse to our people. This is a curse to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Hispanics go through the same thing. Don't they run away from Mexico to get rid of to run away from the cartel? Right? They run away from their own brothers and sisters because they because they have an evil eye towards their brother as well. Right? Read on.
So that the man is tender among you and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. That's talking about black on black crime, sis. Now there's more to this. Read on.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And towards his wife. Right? Right? And towards his wife. Right? The so-called black man is evil towards his own wife. Now you have domestic violence, man. Now you have a man kind of jacking up his wife when he get off of work, man. Right? Read on.
And towards the women of his children.
And towards, so like, read that again. Read it right.
And towards the women of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Right? He was going to leave his children. Right? There was going to be one parent household. Now the mother has to take care of the children. Now the wife is fighting for her children in court, knowing damn well she can't even take care of them, huh? Knowing damn well the child is more better with his father, right? But ultimately, the father leaves the household, right? We always got that saying, hey, yeah, your father said he was going to get some milk, and he never come back, right? Hey, he left the household, man. That's a curse on our people. So how do we reverse? Go ahead.
They found Carly Russell faster than they found your pops when he dipped.
Oh, wow. See that now? What, you got something hot? See that? Now, sis, I want you to hear this, though. I don't know if you heard this. I'm going to need you to slide back down here. All right? It needs to slide some oil, right? Right down here. Which one?
I got to do my homework tonight. So I'm going to be watching
Let's get straight to it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I want that. Right? Let's finish this. Let's read it from the top.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Now, sis, before you spark up that cigarette, you know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High God. Right? All praises. Right?
And I don't wonder how long I let it took that long.
See that? All praises.
Yes, sir.
And towards his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Right? So the man was going to have the evil eye towards his wife, right? That's domestic violence, right? Being on his wife, right? The man was going to have the evil eye towards his children, right? How you doing, sis? Right? Right? You're a Hebrew Israelite, sis. You got to keep the commandments, have faith in Yall B'Shem Yahushua. Right? That's domestic violence, and that's child abuse. He was going to have the evil eye towards his wife and towards his children, and he was going to leave the household. Now, who on this earth, right, they most likely grow up without their fathers in the house? Does a white man grow up without without his father in his house? Does the Asians, the Chinese, the Arabians? What about the black people? The black people. We grew up without our father in the house.
We on that top of the list too.
Right? See that? I ain't grow up with my father in the house. Right?
I didn't either.
See that? Well, a lot of brothers didn't.
They had a status.
I raised my kids.
They had a status. They say for all black family in America, 70% grew up without a father in the household.
That's why I stay on my sons. Y'all planting that seed. You better make sure you take care of it.
And look at this, sis. And look at this, right? The white man pushes that as well, right? The white man pushes that because, right? There was that point in time where certain women couldn't get into a household or a house without if they let me rephrase this, right? A woman could not get a house if they had their husband in the household with them. if they were together with their man, right? They had to be separated. But why not have the father in the household? Isn't that the betterment for the child? The child needs both of his parents in the household. Because just to be real, sis, don't take this the hard way, but a mother cannot teach a young man, a male, how to be a man. He needs his father. He needs a father figure. You know what I'm saying? He needs that. Because I'm saying, look, sis. Now, a mother could beat her child with a damn frying pan all day, but when it comes to that father, it's a whole different story.
You know what?
See that, man? Now, I ain't gonna get. We ain't gonna get deep into that, sis. See that? But what we need to do is be a bit patient with our people. Everybody not perfect, sis.
Read between my script. But however, I still had to raise these men by myself. Y'all think about where that mother fudge at.
Now look at that. Now I'm gonna show you what the Most High did to you, right? He caused you to raise your children by yourself just to come up here to learn your nationality, learn the laws. Now listen to me, sis. Look at this. Listen to me. The Most High caused you to go through those things so he could bring you up here this day to kind of get your notepad out, write down the scriptures I've been giving you so that you could go back and teach your children. Because this is something that your children are supposed to know. Hey, but they still supposed to know this. Right? Hey, ain't nobody too good. Hey, sis, ain't nobody too good to listen to the words of the Most High God. It don't matter how old you get. Right? Even if an elder come up here, he gonna get this word. He gonna get the word. It don't matter if you old or young. Right? If you can comprehend, what age does a child usually comprehend? Around what? 5, 6 years old? Yeah. Hey, if you can comprehend, you gonna get this word because this is supposed to be taught to our children. Let me get that in Deuteronomy, I believe it's chapter 7 and verse number 6. Right? This is supposed to be taught to our children. Our children are supposed to know about this. Our children are supposed to know about the Most High God, know where they come from. There's no reason why our children should call themselves black, which is the color of your parents and my parents too. Right? There's no reason why they should call themselves a nigger, which means black. That's why I post my brothers and my sisters a king, a princess, right? Because that's what y'all are, a family. Because if I'm an Israelite, you an Israelite too. I'm not calling the so-called white man family. He not an Israelite. He not my people. I love my people only. Hey, we racist, all right? We love our people and our people only, and that's how it's supposed to be. Because the Most High God is the same exact way. He loves his people and his people only. He hates the so-called white man according to the Bible, and if you got time, we'll bring that out to you. But, what you got, Art? What is that, sir?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse number 7. Go. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
So after you get taught from up here, sis, you got to go and teach your children this. Those same scriptures that you wrote down, and Lord willing, you go on that Facebook, you look back at this video that we're recording, and you show your children this. Because your children, you're supposed to teach your children. I'm going to finish there. I got you after this.
Right? It's time for me to be taught.
And shall talk of them when thou sittest in thy house.
When you sit down in the crib, right, even your children, they live with you? Okay. You got their number?
My duty.
You got their number?
Hey, can you call me?
Okay, if they can call you, they'll all praise the Most High.
That's what they gotta do.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
See? All right, family. All right? When your child is laying down, waking up, this is supposed to be taught to our children from a young age to when they grow up. Right? Bring out your precept.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse number 2. Go. That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's sons, all of the days of thy life.
Read that again.
See that? Read that from the top. Read that slow.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 2. Go. That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son,
What?
thou and thy son,
Who?
thou and thy son,
You and your son.
I got
Read on.
daughters too.
and thy son's son,
And your son's son. Your son have a child. Hey, he got to be
I
taught too.
got daughters
Read on.
too.
And your daughters as well. They're not excluded.
Yeah,
Right?
right here.
Read on.
Nope.
all the days of thy life.
All the days of their life. It don't matter how old they get. It's all the days of their life. Read on.
These are the days of
And that
our
thy
lives.
days may be prolonged.
So that you and your children's days can be prolonged. Right? So that, Lord willing, you won't have to see them on the news. Right? You won't have to see a police officer pulling them over. Right? Kind of putting them, jamming them up, putting them in handcuffs. You won't have to see that. You do this, you teach your children so that you and your children's lives can be longer. And that's ultimately what we want our people to be. Our people not living, and it's a blessing to live past 50. Our people not living past 50.
I made 52.
I'm not, see, all praise to, hey, that's a blessing. See that? And you don't look a day over 50. Right? You don't look 50 at all. Right? All praise to the Most High. Right? I'm 21. But my generation, see that?
Don't play.
I'm not playing. I was born in 2002. Right? See that? I'm 21, but I know my generation.
Yeah, you 26.
Nah, see that? Well, all praise to the Most High. You know, I think that way, right? But all praises, right? But I'm 21 and I know my generation. My generation die off. I know a lot of friends that's passed away, right? That died. Right? From stupid things, man. From dumb things.
That's my
But if they knew this, if they learned the law, statutes, and commandments, if they had parents to teach them this, their days, they would still be here, man.
I'm a big on different stories. Because we can teach them everything. Get all the way down on that thing. They still got what they want.
Hey, but you don't let your child do that, man.
Hey,
You don't let your, hey,
when you get over a certain age, you can walk out the house and do you. I only can pray.
see, this is, and that's why this was supposed to be taught to them at a young age.
15 years from me. My youngest son.
All right? See that? What you were saying, sis?
No, because I heard mom. But I heard some other word behind that. My son ain't gonna never say bitch.
Let me get Proverbs chapter 23 and verse number 14. Right? Proverbs chapter 23 and verse number 14. Right? What you got?
Who?
Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 14. Right? What you got up? You could drop that and let me get Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. We're going to get the sister some commandments as well. Right?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod. And
Now Salakia, right? People, see, this is the problem, right? A lot of parents, they don't like whipping their children no more. Right? They don't like to whip their child. They don't like to hear their child cry. Right? It's not that you don't like it, but you correct
You
them.
said how old you are?
I'm 21.
That's the ones with kids that age.
You wait, say that again, sis?
Those are the parents with kids that bracket.
See, well, not necessarily.
Mine is 25 and above, and I will still fight you behind.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Period.
it's different between, I'm not gonna lie, it's different between a mother and a father. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because when a mother wanna discipline a child and he kinda at the same height as you, he gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna block, right? She could beat me with this belt. I'm gonna cry, but I know deep down it don't hurt. They'll do that at a point in time, sis. I'm telling you, they will do that. But when it comes to the father, he is putting hands on you. Damn a pan, damn a plant. I mean, a damn plate. No, I'm not a parent yet. But I know for sure, if my child is going off, I'm not gonna spare the rod.
I'm the man and the woman.
No, and that's all. That's not
I'm gonna bust you. Period.
no, but sis, listen to me,
My
right?
mama raised me
Listen.
by herself.
And
All
look,
four of us.
look.
I raised for myself.
Now look, sis.
It don't take me.
it definitely takes a man. All right.
Don't.
Let me get 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. Now, sis, do you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, right? But that's what the Most High God said.
Show me in that Bible where it says it's most definitely pertinent that a man must definitely got to know.
Proverbs chapter 8 and verse number 4. And bring it 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. You want the answer, you're going to get the answer according to the Bible.
Give it to me now.
The man is supposed to do majority of the work.
Yeah, well,
It's needed. Hold on, sis. Let's build, sis. Let's build. Okay. Let's not argue, right? I don't want to argue, my sister. You're a princess, right?
I'm a queen.
You're a princess.
I'm a queen.
Hey, queens.
I'm over
Now,
20
etymology.
I'm way over 20 something.
What's the etymology of queen?
I'd have made that queen.
Now, look, sis. Now you have to go to the meaning of queen. Now, everybody want to call themselves a queen until they know the true meaning of it.
I know what I am.
No, sis, you're not a queen, you're a princess on this earth. Because queen means the whore of a king. I'd be damned if you be a whore of a king.
Ain't no queen.
Exactly, you damn sure not no queen. Sis, you a princess on this earth, sis.
Go to Zion.
Okay.
You are a daughter of Zion. You are God's chosen people.
That's right.
All right?
Yes.
Bring this up.
Never been married, ain't gonna be getting there.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Now, sis, this is why the man has to be in here. This is why the man has to do it. It does take a man. It takes a majority of the man. The man has to do the most work. Right, bring this up.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man is Christ, meaning that the leader of the man is Christ. Do you agree? You don't agree that Christ is over the man?
I understand Christ is over the man, but I'm gonna tell you.
Now that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. Now look, but look at this.
The head, it's like, the head of the woman is the man.
What?
The head of the woman is the man.
What did God say?
The head of the woman is the man.
Now, believe it or not, sis, the head of the woman is supposed to be the man. The man is supposed to be able to lead the woman. The man is supposed to lead her into righteousness. Now, am I saying that all men are good? No. There's none good but one, and that's the Most High God. We're not all perfect, man. Right? But what does it take? It takes a bit of patience with one another, man. You gotta have patience with one another. Right? But nevertheless, the head of the woman is the man. The leader of the woman is the man, read on.
And the head of Christ is God.
Even Christ has a head. He has a leader, and that's the Most High God. So if a woman thinks that she don't got a head, she ain't got a leader, that's going on. Because even Christ has a leader. And if Christ has a leader, what makes you think that you're better than Christ? If you think that you don't need a leader, you don't have no leader, the man is not needed, but the Most High God is needed to Christ. The man needs Christ. The woman needs the man. And the children, they need the woman and the father.
That man is giving that authority. They take you to two other fucking levels. And you don't understand. If I tell you right now why I don't give a shit about a fucking nigga.
No, I can understand. There are certain like I got you.
I raised my kids by this.
Now look. Now sis, I understand.
Time crying that I had the perfect world.
Now look, sis, right? Listen to me.
I was raised in this month 16 to 33.
Now, I'm not telling you all men are righteous.
You know what?
But what needs now, sis?
You gonna take me to
Lord willing, sis. Now, sis, don't run away. Let's chop it up a bit more. Now look. No, don't walk away from the words, sis.
When it come down to the man situation, I ain't going to
No, but what you need is a righteous man. Bring it out.
Yes, sis. Look.
Hey, sis, look. Chop it up.
One moment. Just wanted to tell sis, if he's not following Christ, then he's not the one you should be following.
He gonna follow Christ while he walking the damn penitentiary stairs.
No, let me get that scripture where it says, be to a godly man.
Chiraq 37 and 12. Chiraq 37 and 12.
Hey, that's under. Hey, sis, I'm telling you. I feel you. I feel you. It's hard when you in the world, you dealing with somebody, and they not moving right. It causes you to have trust issues. I agree. I agree. Now look, sis.
How in the hell can you
Sis, can you listen? Sis,
you fuck your own damn kids?
Sis. Now that's all. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. A brother that do that gotta be put to death, man.
Okay.
And he's supposed to. But it's all about what you have to do, sis. Now, sis, let me give you one more. I'm not telling you to go for that.
I'm not going with this one. Let's change that to the next topic.
No, bring it up.
Man in the house.
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man.
What?
But be continually with a godly man.
You're supposed to be with a godly man. Read on.
Who thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
If he ain't keeping the damn commandments, man, he not godly. So don't tell me that he was godly, because that's a lie. You lying to me. That is a lie. He's not a godly man according to God. No. I never thought I was godly in the world. Read that again.
But be continually with a godly man.
You're supposed to be with a godly man. Read on.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
And that's why elders push us to court, man. You have to know if they're keeping the commandments first before you ever get with them or lay down with them. Before you do anything with them, you got to know that they're keeping the commandments, or at least they're making the effort to keep the commandments. If he's not making the effort to keep the commandments, leave him alone. If a brother is going for a sister and you leave her alone if she's not trying to make the effort nor keeping the commandments, man. Hey sis, maybe a man for you is not right. Hey, it's not for you right now. It's not. I understand. That's fine, sis. That's completely fine.
Now, come on.
That's fine. Oh, praise. Read it from the top. Read it from the top.
But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep thy commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind.
His mind got to be on your mind. Y'all got to be on one accord, even from the start, man. So, y'all gotta think the same, man. Read on.
So when you say godly man, what is godly man? Where do you find a godly man?
Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let me. Hey, hell no, you can't find him in church. I agree. I agree. Right, you're not gonna find him in the church, man. Good. Right? Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Right? And let me get 1 Kings, right? 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse number 3. Because what is a godly man? I'm going to show you what a godly man is according to the Bible.
You married?
I'm courting, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Am I wrong, sis? Huh? All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise. That's what you're supposed to do.
At least you said you courting.
Because I'm telling you now, the woman I'm courting, if she go off, if she not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, I can't be with her.
That's her. That's on her behind.
Exactly. And if I'm not keeping the commandments, right? If I'm going out, she's not going to be with me.
That's on her behind.
Because we're supposed to be with godly people. We're supposed to be godly out here. We're supposed to be keeping the commandments. Right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
What?
For this is the whole duty of man.
So what makes a man is when he fear God to keep his commandments. That's his duty as a man. As a man, he's supposed to fear God and keep his commandments. So if you get with a man, and I'm not saying you right now, because I know your situation, right? See, if in due time you get with a man, the first questions you ask him, hey, you fear God and keep his commandments? If he say yes, you need to see that he applies that through action. Because actions speak louder than words. So, hey, a man can talk it up. We know a lot of people that can talk good, all right? Some of us, we can talk good, right? But it has to be applied through action, man. You got to apply it through your works. If he's not applying it through his works, through his actions, hey, man, he's not godly. Because a godly man is going to fear God and keep his commandments. Bring this up.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And I go the way of the earth, but thou strong therefore, and shoot up a man.
So this is how you show yourself a man. This is how a man is supposed to show himself a man. Right? Read on.
and keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
He's supposed to keep the charge of the Most High God. He's supposed to keep his spirit up. He's supposed to walk in the spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Read on.
To walk in his ways.
He's supposed to walk in the Most High God's ways. The Most High God stood, he put before us ordinances, blessings and curses, good things and bad things, right? Rewards and consequences. A man is supposed to walk in the ways of the Most High God. Read on.
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
What?
To keep his statutes and his commandments.
Hey, a real man is supposed to keep the commandments of God. If he's not keeping the commandments of God, then what are you really doing? What is the duty of man? It's to keep the commandments, as we just read to you in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. That is a man's duty. So if he's not doing his duty, he's not a real man. Hey, in 2023, they'll teach a young boy, hey, you a man when you have a child. Or you a man when you turn 21 and buy your own and buy your drink. You a man when you could buy your first gun. No, that's not what makes you a man. What makes you a man according to the Most High God is keeping his commandments. That's when you become a man. Right, read on.
And his judgment and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses.
It's written in the law of Moses, read on.
That they may prosper in all thy doing.
Then your man is going to be able to prosper. If he does his duty, if he does his job. We're supposed to be servants to the Most High. Drop what you got and give me Isaiah chapter 44 and verse number 1. Right? He's supposed to do his job. We're supposed to be servants to the Most High God. So what is the man's job? What is he supposed to be doing? Right? How do you know when a man is a godly man? Is when he fears God and keeps his commandments. And Lord willing, in due time, you'll be built up in these scriptures. You'll be built up to a point where you'll find that godly man. Because a woman is supposed to have a godly man. Have that hedge of protection. Hey, you got brothers around you right now. And we'll treat you like a sister. You a sister to us. What does a brother do for his sister? All praises to the Most High. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you go off, expect us to be on you though. You got to be able to accept rebuke. Let me get Chiraq chapter 46 and verse number 25. All right. Drop what y'all got. Let's give her commandments, right, before she leaves. Because she talked about the man, right? We gave her what a man is supposed to do, right? How to become godly, right? Now let's get on the woman. What is the woman supposed to do? What is a daughter of Zion? What is a princess on this earth supposed to do, right? Let's get that in Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And let's follow that up with Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Right, bring this up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So a woman cannot dress like a man dresses, all right? A woman is not supposed to be wearing the pants, right? Because, hey, y'all have a zipper, but y'all not using it for nothing. So that's how you know the pants were not made for a woman. The so-called white woman, I forgot her name, right? But she created those pants. She fought to have the women wear pants. Huh? Sis. All right, read on. Look, sis, look. Get these last scriptures and you'll be on your way, okay?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Read that again.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Hey, the man not supposed to put on a woman's garment.
What they doing?
Hey, and they going to hell off. And that's abomination to the Most High. And we'll tell a man, if he walked up here, we'll tell him the exact same thing. But for you, right now, you can't be wearing what a man wears. Since you got to come, let's get 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse number 9. This is what you got to do. As a woman, as a godly woman, as a daughter of Zion, right? As a princess on this earth, this is what you got to do.
This is the book of 1 Timothy.
At least Jake Smart, he got a helmet on, right? If he fall, it's over with. You know, if without that helmet, he over with. See that?
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also that the woman
Women, read on.
adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What?
In modest modest apparel.
What the woman got to do?
In modest apparel.
So a woman is supposed to be in modest apparel. Now, when I say modest, what does that mean? How you supposed to be dressing?
I can get little snitches, you know.
No, God,
I can wear
the most, all praises to the Most High God.
I wear pantsuits.
But no, you ain't gotta.
Skirts, you know, I do it all. But when I ain't got nothing to do.
Well, hey, you got some dresses. You got some dresses that feel like sweatpants, all right?
Yeah, but see,
You could do that.
just come up here.
You could do that. Hey, watch how people treat you. They'll treat you way better.
This is me.
No, sis.
No,
That's not. That's you in the world, sis.
Right, every time I come up with a dress on.
You get respect. See that? I'm not telling a lie. Now look at this, sis. Look at this. This is what modest apparel looks like. That's you. This not you right now. This is you. Isis, you a princess on this earth. When did a princess ever wear pants? All praise the Yall by Shema Shah. So are you willing to put on a dress for the Most High God? All the time, all praise the Yall by Shema Shah. By Shema Mashiach Yahweh. Right? Right? Bring this up.
This is Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments.
So we're supposed to show our people, bid our people to wear fringes in the borders of their garment. Now, when you look at every brother's shirt, you see fringes. This is what you're supposed to wear at the bottom of your dress, sis. All praise the Abba Shimei Shai. Right? See that? No, you good, sis. Right? She said, hey, you gonna have to make me one. Hey, that's why we have a big brother Nadim, goddamn. That's why we got Nadim, man. Right? A specialist in that, man. All praise the Abba Shimei Shai. Right?
We're gonna switch out.
Come.
Come.
Let me get Joshua. Let me get Joshua chapter 24 and verse number 19. And let me get Isaiah chapter 30 and verse number 21. Come on. Bring it up.
Whoa. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 21. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
What the Lord say?
This is the way.
This is the way. Are women coming back to the modest apparel? Brothers becoming men again, fearing God and keeping his commandments? Right? This is the way. Read on.
Walk ye in it.
What?
Walk ye in
You
it.
gotta walk right into it. When you find out that you a Hebrew Israelite from a certain tribe that you come from, you gotta walk into it and never look back. Now read on.
When ye turn to the
Joshua chapter 24 and verse 15. If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day. Choose you this day who you will serve.
You gotta choose this day who you're gonna serve, man. Who are you going to serve? Are you gonna serve the so-called white man and his gods? Right? Or are you gonna serve Yahweh Shimei Shai, who is your God and your God only, man? He is the God of Israel. He is your God, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Read on.
Who you will serve? One of the God which your father served, that were on the other side of the flood, or the God of the Ammonites in which land ye dwelt.
So you're gonna choose life or death, man. Right? Are you gonna choose life or death? Are you gonna choose the gods of our forefathers, our wicked forefathers that used to serve the gods of the Amorites? Or are you gonna serve the God of Israel? Yahweh Shimei Shai. It was going on, okay? Right, read on.
But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
What?
But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
We will what?
We will serve the Lord.
What we gonna do?
We will serve the Lord.
But for us, we gonna serve the Lord. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, woman like H.O.I. Call me a seller. 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 Death to America. 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 God.
Con, no, since we still here. Con. Give it up to the brother, man, bringing it out almighty in the spirit. We just going to continue to edify and piggyback off what he already kind of started. Go ahead, sis. We just go with the spirit, sis. I just said we just go with the spirit, sis.
Y'all got time, I got the time.
All right. Well, give me Deuteronomy 30 and 19. And brother, give me Chiraq 15 and 17. Again, brother just kind of brung it up, man. Which way you gonna choose?
That's in the Bible.
That's in the Apocrypha, sis. Which is the book that was taken out of the Bible. All right. So again, brother brung it out in regards to what you gonna do, what you gonna choose. Most High God, again, he put options in front of you, and he wanted you to choose. So bring this out, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
He did what, King?
When I have set before you life and death.
Again, he put those options right in front of you. Life and death. Life and death. Go ahead. Continue, King.
Blessings and curses. Therefore choose life, that both thee and the seed may live.
Choose what?
Choose life, that both thee and thy seed may live.
This is for you and your seed so you can live. Choose life. The option is yours. He put it right in front of you and before you. Choose life or death. But he wants you to choose life. He put the options life and death in front of you. But he wants you to choose life because he wants your seed to be able to live. Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 2. Because again, this is for our seeds. This is for the passing down of continue to going on for our seeds to continue. We are the examples to lead our next seed. That's why we need to choose life. And choosing life is walking in these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Bring this out, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
That thou manifest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son.
He said for your son and your son's sons. Again, that's why we teach it to our kids so they can grow up and teach it to their kids. We've been on the part of the generational curses. Let's get back to the generational blessings. Because like he said, he put blessings and curses in front of you. If we teach negative things or we teach unrighteous things, we keep the generational curses to go on. We're not trying to get back to the law, statutes, and commandments and the righteous things so we can teach these generational blessings. Because again, if we teach it to our kids, they grow up in it, they have no choice. They're going to teach it to their kids. And it's going to continue to go down, and they're going to teach it to their kids. All right? Now bring this out, King.
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 15 and verse 13. Verse 17. Before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him.
Whatever you like is going to be given to you. But the Most High said he wants you to choose life. But he put both options in front of you. Hey, what's up there, King? How you feeling? How you feeling today, King? That's pretty good. You know your nationality, King? You got one member of the bill with me? Okay. Can you look at this chart here? What is the nationality of your father, King? What would they say? What would they call him? A so-called black man? They call your father so-called black man? So this is what the white man in the world call us here, which again, they'll call him a so-called Negro. So he'll come from the tribe of Judah. All right? So let me give me Hebrews 14 and 7. I'm going to give you somebody else that came from that same mighty tribe, King. Because again, this is something you're not going to learn in your local church. Your local pastor won't teach this to you. We are out here to teach our people the laws, statutes, and commandments, and wake up to their nationality and who they are, according to the Bible. Just give me 1 second, all right, King?
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Who, King?
Our Lord sprang out of Judah.
That's Christ. Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. We call him Yahweh. He sprung out of Judah as well.
Right.
We come from a mighty lineage. We come from a mighty tribe. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Let me give you some more things again what the Most High God said about us as chosen people that we're not going to learn and that we never heard before. All right? Bring this out, kid. You got it?
This is the book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Exactly. And all we have to do is just keep the law, statute, commandment, keep the covenant of the Most High. He's going to make us a peculiar treasure. That's a special thing.
Right.
That everybody can't get to. That's like a precious thing. That's only for us. That's only for these Israelites. The world says, oh, for everybody, but no. God is only our God. Everybody that's on this chart, he's our God. Not everybody. Thus says this Holy Bible. Bring this out, King. I'm going to tell you something else he said about you, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art holy people.
We are what?
For thou art holy people.
Holy people. That means we're separate. We don't need to walk in no one else's ways. We set the examples.
Right.
We set apart. We're the ones on this earth. We was put on this earth to set the examples for all the other nations. That's why he said we're separate. Holy, and when we look it up, it means separate. Right. Keep going, King.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Wait, we equal to everybody.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
No, we believe everybody.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
We above all people.
Right.
We weren't put here to be equal. There's no such thing as equality. Go ahead, King. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna break it down and give it to you in the scripture, King. Because again, what we up here to do, I'm not here to give you none of my vain opinions. Everything I'm gonna give you, thus say the Lord, thus say the Holy Bible. Because again, this is what we follow by. We follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Because again, everybody up here right now, we've all dealt with some form of stronghold that had us down. All praises. And this is what King. And this is what you need to do. So I'm going to give it to you right now. This is what you need to do, King.
This is the book of Acts chapter 3 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Repent ye therefore and be converted.
It said repent and be converted. So you have to be sincere in your heart. So when you get down again and you repent that you want to stop this and be converted, that means you have to become now a changed man. You have to really start making efforts to giving it up. Because pastors, come on. King, the Most High is giving you chance after chance there, King. Because right now, he brung you up here. This wasn't you, King. It wasn't you. This is the Most High. He directed your steps up here. And I'm going to give it to you within the Bible as well. Because again, he wanted you to hear this. Because I need to correct you. I need to tell you this. He needed you to hear this. So for you to hear this thing again, that will make you, hopefully again, make you go home again, repent and be converted. So you can give up those ways. Because he's giving you chance after chance, especially because I know somebody like that too as well. I got a friend that when he drink, he have seizures. But he continued to drink. He even fell and cracked his spine. So yeah, come on, King. Hold on, I'm gonna give it to you. Go ahead. I know. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
For it was neither herb nor mollified plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
The word of the Lord heals all things. And how you get this word, how you do it, you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Because again, give me 1 John 5 and 3. Because I'm going to tell you how to love them and how you can come over these things. Because we was all have strongholds, King. Again, I'll tell you mine. Mine was definitely weed.
Same.
I smoked all damn day. Every day. I did it all day, damn near every day. And I was like, I gotta stop. And I had to stop, but it didn't happen until I repented, came converted, and started keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. and start walking in the ways of the Most High. Bring this out, King.
That's the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
We do what, King?
That we keep his commandments.
Okay.
And his commandments are not grievous.
Commandments are not grievous. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a couple commandments to make you start walking into these ways. Give me Exodus 20 and 8. And give me the book of Numbers, 15:38. All right, so I'm gonna start giving you some commandments, King. Give you some of these, Numbers. I'm gonna give you some commandments so you can learn. Because again, being in the world, you might not know. Most I can't blame you for that. But now that you're up here and you're learning, now you have to start walking in these ways. And you got to have that faith in the Most High. Again, he'll change some of those ways. Bring this out, King.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Do what, King?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
The Sabbath day and keep it holy. So what the Sabbath day is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. We're not supposed to do certain things on those days. We're supposed to keep it holy. Give me Nehemiah 10 and 30. We're supposed to keep these days holy. We're supposed to keep these days holy, King. And there's certain things we don't supposed to do on these days. So that's why we're able out here to teach our people. Because other than that, we need to be somewhere resting. Because the Most High God, again, he gave us this day for us. Because again, he didn't need a special day. He didn't need to rest. But why he rests on the seventh day? And see, your Christian pastors and your local pastors, they lie to you. If you pull up your phone right now and you look at your calendar, Sunday is the first day of the week. It tells you right there.
Right.
So why are we going to church on Sunday?
Right.
How is that the holy day? Who are we really worshiping? It tells you Saturday is the holy day.
Right.
It tells us right there on our phone. And these are some things we can do and not do on this holy day. Bring it out, King.
Numbers chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And the people of the land bring word any visuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
We're not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath day.
Right.
I don't care if anybody come up here with the best lick or you come with a flat screen 100-inch for $1. I'm not buying it.
Right.
You will not get my dollar on the Sabbath day.
Right.
We're not supposed to buy nor sell on the Sabbath day. And another part of things we don't supposed to do, we're not even supposed to cook. We're not supposed to kindle a fire. We're not supposed to cook. So what we do as people before the sun goes down, we go buy sandwich meat. We go get stuff for sandwiches. We go get fruit. We go get things where we could just eat, maybe some cereal, a nice turkey sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. But we're not supposed, hey, whatever makes it work.
Right.
Shit, if I gotta buy something, I'll go without eating nothing.
Right.
If I didn't get a chance to go and not buy nothing for the Sabbath day. But this is again some commandment we're not supposed to do. So I need you to start again hearing these things and walking in these ways. Because once you start walking in these ways, that's you telling the Most High, like, no, I'm really converting. I'm really converting to something different. Bring this out, okay?
Facebook. That's the Facebook. That's the Facebook. Okay, give me
This is the book of Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the border of their garments throughout their generations.
We make fringes on the border of our garments. If you see any brother, these are called fringes. These are called fringes. Any brother out here? These are fringes on the border of our garments.
Right.
Throughout our generations. So for us, and then moving to our kids and our kids' kids. But it's not for a fashion statement. Again, like I said, we're here to set the example, but this is for a specific even reason as well. Bring it out, King. Continue.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
You got to have the blue ribbon above it. Keep going, King.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And do what, King?
And do them.
What are we supposed to do?
And do them. and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go a whoring.
Exactly. Because if we go through our own eyes, we're going to go astray. Because everything in this damn world is wicked right now.
Right.
That's why we follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And that's why we wear these fringes, because it reminds us of what we're following and what we're doing and who we're representing. Because the one thing we even learned as well, that the Most High is soft. He's not. He's mighty. He's jealous. Again, going after any of the gods, he's jealous. You can't. You know what? I'm gonna give you that scripture, King, because you said it. All right. Give me Matthew 6:24. I'm gonna give you that again because you can't. You can't. And again, since you said it, I'm gonna give you the scripture to back it up, because I ain't nothing but the Spirit, King. Okay? All right, man. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple more, King, and I'm gonna let you go. But again, make sure you get a flyer from the brother that you can contact us, because we need to be around like-minded. And this is why. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
No man can serve two masters.
They can't do what?
No man can serve two masters.
Go ahead, keep going.
For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve God and mammon.
So you can't serve God and mammon. And that word mammon means like riches and worldliness, money, things like that. We can't do both. We're not here to do both. The Most High God doesn't dwell in this world because it's not for us. Let me give you two more. Give me 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Give me
Make sure
1 John 2 and 15.
Make sure to give him a law.
Con. So, King, wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat pork, King? You do? Okay. Give me Leviticus 11 and 7. Okay, that's King. And that's good. We're not supposed to lie. And that's good that you can even confess it. We've been there. But I'm going to give you what the Most High God said about it. All right? Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
She was not the cud. Go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
He is what?
He is unclean to you.
He's good.
He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
And what else, King?
And of their carcass shall ye not touch.
We're not even supposed to touch it. Because he doesn't digest his food properly. Everything he eats, it just swells up and come out of his pores. We're not even supposed to touch it. Not alone, not even eat it. So again, if somebody gives you a junior bacon burger, you're supposed to throw it away or give it back. I don't even want that one. Don't go just take the bacon off and give it back to me.
Right.
I don't want it.
Right.
Because not only is he not clean, we're not even supposed to touch it. Again, because we got taught wrong. It ain't just you, we all been there.
Right.
We all been on that side getting taught wrong. But we got to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and walk in these righteous ways and learn. We're the Hebrew Israelites.
Right. Hey,
Cap, yes. Cap, right here, brother, gonna give you one, man. Okay. And it should be a number, but also a YouTube and someone on the back where you connect with us and hear more. Thank you, King. Hey, the Most High God direct your steps. And to get over that problem, what we supposed to do, King? What you gotta do? To pray and what else? You gotta walk in these commandments. Because they not grievous. You gotta do these commandments. Right. And what's the one we just talked about you gotta stop doing? What was that last one we just talked about? What you're not supposed to eat. Right. You gotta stop it.
That's right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we'll give you one more while you walking off, kid.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But again, if you want to stop, you gotta prove to the Most High you want to stop. Because you stopping is not up to you. So again, if you really want to stop, you gotta give up something. You gotta let them know you're serious. It ain't up to you. Because he'll keep you on in for the rest of your life. But you gotta now prove to him that you're serious. Because you didn't know about the pork, but now you do.
He got me on crack.
Exactly. So I mean, he's moving you in the right direction.
I told him take that taste out my mouth and I will never touch it again. That shit gonna blow.
I'm gonna give you this while you walking off, King. Go ahead.
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 31 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
Show not thy valiantness in wine, for wine hath destroyed many. Verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately.
Moderately. So again, he said don't drink at all, but he said drink moderately because wine hath destroyed many men. Come on, give it all up there. That's fine. But it's only going to happen, King, when you give up the pork first. Because you heard that first. You didn't know. So he didn't punish you or he didn't hold it over you. But now you know. So give him that opportunity, King, to work with you. The more you give up, the more he grow you. Come on. Hey, how you feeling that, King? How you feeling? Pretty good, man. How you feeling, man? What's your name, King? Corinne? All right, I'm my yard, King. Definitely good to meet with you, King. How you feeling, man? So, what's your, if I asked you, King, what's your father's ethnicity, what would it be? What would they call him? So-called black man? African American? All right, so look at this chart here, King. This is what the world and the white man calls us. But this is what God and the Holy Bible calls us here. So you'll get the tribe of Judah. Because everything we do, again, is from the RCs of our Father. Give me that, King. Because everything we do is passed down. You know, the world sometimes teaches you, your mother goes down. Like, no, it's from the Father, man. So whatever your father is, that will be your lineage. That will be where you come from. And again, everything I'm going to say, King, I'm going to give it to you in the Bible, too. Because I'm not giving none of my vain opinion. I'm not giving you this not for me. This thus said the Most High, thus said the Holy Bible, King. All right?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
So you know what pedigree means? The breed, but it means more like your lineage, your heritage, bloodline.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their father.
By who?
By the house of their father.
Again, that's why I asked you what your father's ethnicity or what would they call him. So again, that's how you know, again, you'll be from the tribe of Judah. But then, I'm going to give you more. Give me Hebrews 7:14 again, okay? Because I'm going to tell you who else came from that tribe as well, okay? You know, because that's a mighty tribe. Everybody on here is mighty. And it's just not blacks, it's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? Because we're all brothers. We're the tribes of Israel. And anybody that's not on that tribe, God doesn't deal with them. Give me Amos 3:1. All right, God doesn't deal with everybody. He only deals with us.
Right.
And that's why we get punished. That's why we're at the bottom, because we get punished for our iniquities.
Right.
They don't. White man can live freely right here. And he don't get punished at all. Because God don't deal with him. Come on, give me Deuteronomy. That's perfect. 28 and 15, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
What are you going to do, King?
to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Bring
which
it
I
out.
command thee this day,
Keep going.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses
Uh-huh.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
If we didn't do, if we broke those laws, statutes, and commandments and not follow them, he's going to put all these curses upon us. Now, do you know some curses? Read the first one, King.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall be in the city and the field. You don't think we're cursed in all cities moving nationwide? We can gun shot down, cursed in the field, slavery field, tobacco, sugar cane. We've been cotton. We've been cursed in all these fields because we didn't hearken. We didn't do the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to give you another one. Give me 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
This is what we used to be. We used to be a nation where we was tender as men and delicate as men amongst each other. We used to, again, if you needed something, brother, you needed some extra sugar, I got the sugar for you. You needed some extra bread, I had it for you. We used to be that way. But go ahead, King, what happened?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
What that sound like, King? Yeah, black on black crime. Your eyes evil towards your brother. You walk up in any neighborhood with our people in there, they looking at you sideways if you don't live there.
Right.
Looking at you up and down. checking out your outfit. Oh, damn, you got on jewelry? Like, it's high. We just have an evil eye towards each other. Even from our other brothers, we have points where, again, with the Hispanics, we can't even mix. We under the same type of poverty, same type of law, curses, but we can't even go see each other. Because I tell you, especially for me, I grew up even on the west side. Well, there's a viaduct that divide us. And we knew not to go across them. And they knew not to come on the other cross. Eyes evil towards our own brothers. Go ahead, King, bring it up.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
The wife of his bosom. That's domestic violence. How much of our men, our people, again, dealing with domestic violence with our women? All of us, a lot of us. Keep going on, King.
And toward the remnant of his children.
Child abuse and different things. But what else? What else? This is going to hit the icing on the cake. What else, King?
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
Which you shall lead. How many of us grew up with fatherless homes? King? You just blend in with us up here. But that's a curse. Because again, I love mother. I love my mother. But ain't nothing she can do with a man. With a young boy growing up to be a man. And that's why there was a curse to take that father out. Because that's a curse from the Most High to take that father out. Because we didn't hearken, we didn't do his command. We didn't do different things. Alright? Drop down that to 68, King.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He shall bring us into Egypt again. Now Egypt is a literal place, but it also again was considered as bondage, as another form of bondage. And I'm giving it to you as well. Bring it up here.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what? Out of the house of bondage. Out of the house of bondage. So Egypt is synonymous with bondage. Alright? Now this is what he said in regards to bringing us into Egypt again. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. How do we get to America? With ships. It's all prophesied though, King. We never learned this in the Bible.
Her name is Amari.
We've never got taught this by our local pastors or our local preachers or anybody. Why not? Because they know we fit those curses. They know we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. That we are the whole people that this Bible speaks of.
Her name is Amari.
And what else was that, King?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold to who?
Your enemies.
Your what?
Your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why there's no escaping here. Exactly. And nobody's gonna buy you off here out of this bondage and out of this slavery. Because we're still here, we're still enslaved. We're still enslaved to this day. They moved from the physical slave to the mental slavery. And we slave spiritually. And that's why we're out here to wake our people up. Let those strongholds go. Because again, the white man's gonna get his that's coming to him. I just don't want my people to go down with him. Bring your precept out, King.
That's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Serve who?
Thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
Wait, he said he's gonna send us in hunger and in thirst. So if you want to buy food, who you gotta go buy it from?
Water, food, liquid, clothes, housing, jobs, everything.
Birth certificates, everything, but ain't none of it coming from our people. We ain't put none of that money in our people's pockets because we don't own nothing. And that's why we'll serve them in everything. Bring that out again, King.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Want of what?
And in want of all things.
Want of all things. So like I said, you need an ID, you got to go to them. You need license plates, you got to go to them. You need water, we go to another nation. If you need food, we go to them. We need clothing, we got to go to them. Yeah, we got black people clothing line, but who is damn manufacturing? Who manufacturing the t-shirts? They are. We still buying it from them wholesale. We're going to be in one of all things. All right? So again, now I want to just give you a couple of commandments, because I know you heard me even speaking with the brother earlier, because again, I want you to come on this side, maybe be one of the mighty brothers. Over here on this side, King. You know what I'm saying?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed you.
Until he destroyed you. So again, not only are we going to serve them, they're going to put a yoke of iron onto our neck until we destroy, which we are now at this day. Because you can't ask nobody, and they're going to tell you they are a byword, which is black, which is, you're not the color of your shirt. Nigga.
And everybody, it's not even just like what you said earlier. It was like I was going down here, but it ain't here. You know what I'm saying? That rings true because I think globally, like, you know what I'm saying? They still got slaves that still know there. You know, they got our people out of all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They just, the one African nation, what they said we got to accept the homosexuality. The U.S. government cut their trade. Like we said, thou don't take the mark, thou shalt not, be able to buy or sell.
Exactly.
Right. So it's apparent. You feel me?
It really is. It is. Bring this out, kid. What you got me in the trunk?
That's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead you.
Exactly. He said that. That we're going to come proverbs and powers. When we just said, niggas, blacks, African American. How the hell? Which one are we? We're African or American? That's two continents, bro. Which one are you? Afro American. That's a hairstyle. Those are bywords, proverbs and powers, just to confuse us. And again, they come out with something new every damn 10 years, 15 years. Every time a new generation, they come out with a new proverb or byword. Because again, 20 years ago, they was Afro Americans. Now you're African Americans. Now you're just black. I don't know what they try to come up with next, but again, they ain't gonna never tell you this.
You say you don't know what the name is.
They ain't gonna never tell you that. It's true though, right, King?
It's true, but you know what though? The Disney man, you said, you know, said thou should be a byword, you know what I'm saying, throughout all land.
Yeah.
And like, every knows of that. You know, these different words. Those are the blacks, those are the African Americans.
Exactly.
Niggas like that. You go to Africa, they call you a counter.
Yeah.
That's what cotton picker.
Cotton picker. Cotton picker. Again, these all these, but deep down too, they know we this. We just haven't woke up and became that yet. They have studied these things. Our enemies know this. They know we are the chosen tribe. Let me give you again some more. Go ahead, bring this down.
Amos chapter 1, 8 and verse 1.
No. Yeah. Again, this is again because again, Most High God is our God. He doesn't deal with everybody. He don't work with everybody. He don't deal with everybody. So again, it's like, say if you had a kid, right? Like we don't know each other. Your kid did something. I'm not gonna whoop your kid. You gonna whoop your kid because that's your kid. So that's how the Most High God is. That's why we get our whooping because we are His. He don't deal with other nations. Bring this out, King.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yo.
It is word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
O
children of Israel. Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Okay.
Saying, you only have I know.
Wait, he know everybody.
You only have I know.
He know everybody, King.
You only have I know. Of the families of the earth.
Okay.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
He gonna punish you for what?
For all your iniquity.
He only gonna punish you for your iniquities because you are only who He's known, which is us. Black, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. He don't know everybody else. Right?
So basically, God ain't got nothing to do with everybody else.
No, yes, He's just our God. But again, don't get me wrong, He runs everything.
Oh, for sure.
But He's only our God. So we only get punished and got put to this lower state because we start following Him. We start putting Him first. We start following other gods. Supposed to be obedient. It's just like having a kid. Like your damn kid start calling somebody else daddy. Like what? Come on, think about it. Your kid start calling somebody else pop. Oh, no.
That really is like really put it in perspective when you think about people be like why this bad stuff happened, why this bad stuff happened. You know, we got so much, we do so much wild stuff, you know what I'm saying? We do so much bullshit as a people, you know what I'm saying? It's no wonder we get things.
Yeah. Come on. Bring this out, King. What you got, King?
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
You're in the midst of what?
That I am in the midst of Israel. And that I am the Lord your God and none else.
Wait, everybody God.
And none else.
I'm the Lord your God and none else.
Right.
I'm in the midst of Israel, the Israelites. And I'm the Lord your God and none else. Plain upon tables. Keep going, King.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
My people shall what?
And my people shall never be ashamed.
We should never be ashamed. Never be ashamed to honor our Most High, to follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. Again, that's why we wear these fringes. Because it's even, again, to separate. We are here to separate from everybody else. We're set the examples. We don't wear this for fashion. This is how we separate. First, we look on to keep the commandments, but this separates us. We're separated, and we'll never be ashamed. If you see any of these brothers anywhere in the world, even outside today, they're going to have on these fringes or these easy. Right. Period. Because we should never be ashamed at all.
God tell you what in the Bible?
Yeah. Give me Deuteronomy 22:12. I'll give you everything out the Bible, okay? And give me no. Bring it out, okay?
This is the book of Numbers. Salakia. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four corners of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself.
Wait, read that again, King.
Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four corners of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself.
Come on. So you gotta have them on the four corners, King. Two in the front, two in the back. We're supposed to wear them on the four corners of our vesture. That's a command. That's what we're supposed to do. It shows us again who we are and how we separate from everybody else. And now we give you the other scripture in regards to these fringes. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Wait, speak on the who?
The children of Israel.
Again, he only speaking to us, the children of Israel. He didn't say the whole world. He just said speaking on us, the children of Israel. Go ahead.
And bid them that they make them fringes on the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Again, that's why we got the ribbon of blue upon all the fringe. And we got fringe at the border of our garments. And it's a specific reason why he wants us to wear this as well. Bring it out, Ted.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And do what?
And do them.
And do what?
And do them.
Again, it makes us remember all the commandments of the Most High that we need to be following. And not only remembering them, remember to do them. Remember them to look down, look like, oh, I'm walking it. This is for my Father. This is for who I follow. I'm going to follow all His ways. Because again, this world is so carnal, and this world is so evil. Sometimes you need a reminder to stay righteous.
Right.
Because everything in here is to pull you away. Again, like I was explaining to brother earlier, look at the work week, King. If the Sabbath is on Saturday, which we look on our calendar, we see the 7th day is Saturday. Why the hell he got you working Monday through Friday? Your only off day is the Sabbath.
You know, I know from Egyptian, like command all that, like, you know, Sunday is supposed to be the like Rise Day.
Rise Day,
Right.
Sun God, Sunday.
Right.
And it's the first day of the week. And Most High God told us to keep the 7th day, the Sabbath day holy. Who are we worshiping on Sunday?
Sunday.
Exactly. But again, and why again, even with the work week, like I was saying, why he have you working your ass off, sloppy, but he got you working Monday through Friday, and your only off day is the Sabbath. And there's certain things we don't even supposed to do on the Sabbath. There's certain things we not even supposed to even do on the Sabbath. Esau, which is the so-called white man, these other nations are so wicked. Hold on one second. Esau and these white men and these other nations are so wicked, that's your only day off. So you want to go do stuff. You want to kind of catch up from them after the whole work week. But look, this is what you're not supposed to even do on the Sabbath. Bring it out, kids. Hold it. Give me 1 second. I got it. It's cool. But yeah. Go ahead, bring this out.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 11, and verse 36.
Bring it out.
And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods.
Exactly. The king, he wants you to follow his ways. This, and he's, man, that back time again, that's the king. He wanted you to follow his ways. And he wanted to go anti the God of God, which is the Most High. Right. He wanted to go opposite of that, because he wants you to worship him, and that's how the white man is this day. He wants you to look at him as God. He wants you to think he's the Savior. He's doing all these things. He's not. He's not in control. That's why they so-called got this fucking now selected. They got this air thing that when they try to go fight the chariots. They Space Force. They got a whole Space Force. Cause they trying to fight. They think they can fight against God. They think they have a chance. That's his pride and his ego.
I was just thinking about that earlier. I was thinking about.
Come on, go ahead, King.
So I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, okay. I was just thinking about heaven and hell. I'm like, God said, he's going to destroy it.
Okay, King. Good to see you, dog.
It's like, I'm thinking about it. I'm just really thinking about like heaven and hell, right?
Okay.
God said he was going to destroy everything. Again, you know what I'm saying? When he was going to say it's like you, right? I'm thinking like, I always thought the white man was just. My grandfather was mother, my father was necessity, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I always said the white man was just. So I'm like, man, when it made sense, these motherfuckers made a Space Force and trying to escape the Earth so they can get to the moon. Trying to avoid prophecy. He was doing that makes sense.
Go ahead, bring it out, King. Oh yeah, Obadiah. Yeah, because this book Obadiah tell you exactly how the white man's destruction is going to happen and what's going to happen to him. Drop that, King. Give me Isaiah 14:21. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The vision of Obadiah thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
So Edom is the so-called white man's race. Esau, Edom is the head of it. Again, so just for putting it in context so you can understand, kid.
Jacob's us.
Yeah, Jacob is us. Esau is the white man. That's why I can give you the precept of God where he described Esau as this hairy red. Give me that real quick.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. And it reads, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Again, it said he came out red all over like a hairy garment. Who's the only people on this damn earth is some...
You said like Esau is like a white cake.
Oh, he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he is.
Red, white, blue, but that man still got it to the face.
Who's the most hairy people, and who's the only people if you smack them, they turn red. If they get mad, they turn red. If they happy, they turn red. If they sit in the sun too long, they turn red. Go ahead, King. Keep going.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Okay.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Exactly. So you see, they didn't describe Jacob because he's so-called black, like everybody else in the Bible. They only gave Esau a description because he was the rare being. He was the only thing rare. And even too, when that symbolized when it says even as well, he grabbed him by the heel, because that's us symbolizing we're gonna pull Esau down by the heel. We're going to pull him down by his heel. It was symbolized, it was prophesied from birth. 6 and 9. Come on. Because again, we're gonna pull him down. That symbolizes that.
Like when it was coming out the womb.
He grabbed his heel.
So that almost goes when he sold his birthright.
Exactly. And that also gives too why he got that perpetual hate towards us. Exactly. And he's gonna hate us for generations to come. And that's why we don't need to love him. Bring it out, King.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
For Esau is the end. I'm going to read verse 8.
Start for 8.
And he said unto me, for Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
So again, there it goes. It gave you another account when telling that story that he held the heel of Esau. But I'm just going to break down why that's symbolic, even from birth, or what's going to happen. Go ahead, King.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Exactly. So again, when this world ends, people think when the world ends, we all done. No. Esau's world is going to end. Well, the white man and these other nations are at the top. We are the beginning of it that follows. So it's going to be back to his righteous state, where we're going to be back our righteous people, and we're going to be walking in these laws, statutes, and commandments, so the world will be back joyful. So we're going to be back on top. So that's what that symbolizes of grabbing that ankle and pulling him down.
All right. So basically, when God takes down Esau's kingdom, he's going to turn around and put the 12 tribes
back in their righteous place.
All right, sure.
Come on, bring this out, King.
That's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. I'm going to jump to verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Exactly. So he's prideful. That's why he got this space force against the chariots. Because he's thinking like, who gonna bring me down? I'm Big Esau. I'm Big Dog. Right? Go ahead, King.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Okay, now you know, bold eagle. He got the eagle, you know, your dollar. That's one of his things in his court. He got the eagle. He think he's bold as an eagle. Go ahead, keep going.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down.
He gonna do what?
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
The Lord said he gonna bring him down.
Swat him out the sky.
Swat him out the sky. Wait, let him get as puffed up as possible. Get his chest as big as possible. Get his pride and ego on the top of everything. And then that's when he gonna bring him down. Bring this out, King.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And I hated Esau.
Wait, you did what?
And I hated Esau.
Again, remember I said they got that perpetual hate for us? What did he say again?
And I hated Esau.
And he hates Esau. So again, if the Most High God hates Esau, we hate him. Right. Because we do everything thus says the Most High God, most says the Holy Bible. Thus says the Holy Bible. Whatever the Most High God says to do, we do it as well. Right. We don't supposed to play with them. You still got that Isaiah, King? 14 and 21. Bring this out, King. Because again, this is another thing in regards to Esau. You keep over there, give me 1:18. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Prepare slaughter for thy children.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for their children.
Wait, do what?
Prepare slaughter for their children.
For the iniquities of their fathers.
For the things they put us through, and for the iniquities of their fathers, for what they put our people through, the Most High God says, prepare slaughter for their children. We're gonna get ours back. Right. The Most High is the author of what goes around comes around. He lets you build up, but he's not gonna do it for us if we're not moving in that righteous state. If we're not moving as that righteous nation, he's not gonna come back and do that for us. He's waiting on us. He's sitting back chilling, waiting on us to get right. again, I don't know if you had kids, but you done it before. Like, I'm waiting till you do it, bro. All right. Once you do that, then I get you. It's almost like a prize for grades. You get them grades right, I get you that prize. Get you that new game, that new controller or something. So that's how the Most High got him.
You know what, man? It even makes more sense, man, if you think about the fact that, we spoke about Israel, right?
Come on.
Our father said, we children of our ancestors, we still paying
and we paying for it.
So wouldn't it make sense for they asked to be
for
Esau?
Exactly.
So his kids gotta, okay.
It gotta come back. We're suffering from our fathers, from the covenants that they broke, from the commandments that they stopped following these other gods and these other different things and these worldly things. So again, it's only right. For everything wickedly he done, we're gonna prepare slaughter for his children in regards to that. All right? Bring this up, man. I got to for what he just said. Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Exactly.
Of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Exactly. We're suffering from all the iniquities of our fathers, who was departed from the word and the ways of the Lord thy God. They departed from the ways, now we're suffering. So it's only right now that Esau, give me Revelations. Yeah. What's that, 10 13? Give me Revelation 10, because again, 13 10, whatever goes around comes around. Go ahead. Come on.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 42.
Bring it out.
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Exactly. So again, what happens is going to come back around. Almost like a boomerang. It's almost like it's going to end with us.
So this is just the narrative.
It's just the narrative.
It's all about us from the beginning.
No, because again, we once lived as that righteous nation, and we thrived, and we was above everybody. We turned away. Now he's punishing us and waiting for us now to come back to those righteous ways so he can do his job. So he can do what he want to do. He's waiting. Our big brother, your house who the world who the world ignorant called Jesus Christ, we know him as 𝐿, that's in the Paleo Hebrew name. Right. Because the J wasn't invented, it was just about 500 years ago. So again, that clearly can't be his name.
What do I call Jesus?
𝐿. Yahweh. And that's in the Paleo Hebrew. Because again, we study to give answers. Alright, bring this out, King.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Okay.
He that leadeth into captivity.
He that what?
He that leadeth into captivity.
What happened?
Shall go into captivity.
When have the white man ever been in captivity? But again, that's why this is going to happen. Read that again, King.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Okay.
He that killeth with the sword,
what's happened?
Must be killed with the sword.
Wait, what happened, King? Read that one more time.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Keep going, King.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Exactly. That's our patience. Again, that's why we're patiently waiting and we're trying to move as righteous of these laws, statutes, commandments that we need to move so that can happen. So again, King, what I got to do, I got to start giving you some laws, some of these laws as well, again, so you can start walking in these righteous ways and different things of that nature. So like I asked the brother earlier, do you eat pork? Do you eat shrimp, crab, lobster? You stop? God. All praises, King.
Now I'm finna be saying
He's
this.
moving with you and you might not even know.
Then I'm gonna recite. I'm gonna walk around in the streets reciting this to everybody like.
He's moving with you and you might not even know.
They said the number 2.
So I gave you the one to get across our bridges.
We
have to wear these because again it helps us look down and understand that we're a mighty nation and we separate from everybody else. We don't need to walk in this worldly ways. Give me 1 John 2 and 15. Because again, I'm going to tell you in regards to these worldly ways, the Most High doesn't deal with this world, okay? He don't deal with the worldly ways. We separate.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Love not the world.
Do what?
Love not the world.
Why not?
Neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world,
what's going to happen?
The love of the Father is not in him.
Exactly. Any man that loves this world, the love of the Father is not in him.
It's like the verse that you said when I walked up, when you was like, thou shalt not love beauty and mammon.
You can't love both. Because either you're going to love one, you're going to hate the other one.
You can't serve two masters.
You can't serve two masters. That's scripture too. That's Matthew 6:24 if you need that.
Right.
Because you can't do both. The Most High God doesn't dwell in this world because everything in this world is opposite of what the way we should be living.
Right.
Everything in here is opposite. Esau wants to do everything. Esau, the white man, wants to do everything opposite of the Most High. So that's why we don't love this world.
Right.
And that's why we want to pull it down, because we are the beginning of the next one that follow. We begin of that follow.
Right.
Read this out.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Exactly. So if you live in this world, you're gonna go down with lust, down with like vain opinions, and down with vain thinking. And that's why I can't we wear these fringes to combat all the lustful and all the evil stuff that's out here. Everything out here is supposed to go on. That's why we gotta stand 10 toes down and become back and be more righteous. All right.
If you go to the store, you might be having a relationship with a girl, but you go to the store, man, every chick got leggings on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just have a lustful thoughts like, damn, I'm gonna crack her.
Every chick got leggings. And leggings is almost understatement these days. She got her whole cheeks out with a crop top on. And it's like on every corner. Don't let you even go on your phone and scroll on social media anywhere. Or the gym. You can't go nowhere without lustful thoughts, without wickedness. It's everywhere. You can't do nothing. So that's why we have to, because this is considered our armor. This is our armor to fight and all these other demons and these things off. Bring out what you got here.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9.
Bring it out.
A man's heart devises his ways.
So again, like I said, Ken, a man's heart divides his ways. So that's why we can't lean on our own heart. Keep going, Ken.
But the Lord directed his steps.
The Lord do what?
But the Lord directed his steps.
What did the Lord do to this brother?
But the Lord directed his steps.
What are you doing to him?
But the Lord directed his steps.
The Lord directed your steps, kid. Because if it's up to your own heart, you wouldn't be standing here right now. Right. And in the Bible, heart also too means your mind. You can't lean on your own understanding, your own mind. The Lord directed your steps. Wherever you was going, wherever you was coming from, the Lord directed that to make you hear something, to make you stop, come out, and stand right here, brother. 10 toes down right here. You didn't do that. The Lord did that. The Lord did that, brother.
Down low. She said that's down low. A young chick.
The Lord directed your stuff to make you come up here to hear this. That's right. He wanted you to get this edification. He wanted you to get this knowledge and understanding. Get this understanding of who you are, which tribe you come from. Go ahead, bring it out, King.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
Man's goings are of the Lord.
You say what, King? Bring it out.
Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Exactly. That's why you got to get out your own way. Your goings is of the Lord. So probably we might go through things in life, and it ain't for us to understand why we going through it right now. Because the Most High God is clearing up stuff right here that on the back end that you will never be able to see until it's time for you to see it. That's right. That's why your goings are of the Lord. We not on the same playing field. What he see how he got it planned out, our little vain mind, we don't have a chance. We might go through some trial and tribulation. Oh my gosh. Oh man, why am I going through this, Lord? Because he got something better for you on the other end. Or he might be cleaning out that bad laundry, that bad luggage, taking away those evil thoughts, those evil ways, so I can bring in righteous ways.
So in other words, God put you where you need to be so you can receive him openly.
Openly. And all the time. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction will they seek me early.
Exactly. We need to seek him in our affliction when we do go through something. Because again, he's doing it for a reason. We all go through different things. We all go through different things. Give me Chiraq 2-1. We all go through stuff, especially coming to these righteous walks. It's not easy. It's not easy. But through our affliction, that's when we're going to seek his face. So even too, most brothers even tell you, when they go to jail, when they get locked up, that's when they start reading the Bible.
Right.
That's when they start opening up the Bible. So in their affliction is when we start seeking them early. Because they waking up, trying to read the next scripture. Most brothers found out that they're Israelites being in prison and incarcerated. So in our affliction, that's when we need to seek him early, because he put you through those things for a reason.
Right.
Not just for nothing. He's putting you through those things for a reason. Bring this out, King.
So right, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Wait, what did he say again? Bring from the top.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
When you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Because the devil ain't going to like it. He gonna, again, everything you maybe was dealing with or in vain things in the world, soon as you start coming serving the Lord, Yahweh HOI, the devil is definitely going to put those things in front of you.
Right.
He's going to put them in front of you. I was telling the brother earlier, one of my big strongholds and strong vices was weed. I smoked heavy. As soon as I started coming to serve the Lord, serving the Most High, everybody got a deal. Everybody want to smoke with me.
Bring it out.
Everybody want me to just to come over. You ain't got to bring no money. You ain't got to bring nothing. That's temptation, though.
It's like you get close to God, and the
devil trying to pull me back. Like, no, come on back over here. Come back over here and do this. But that's why, again, you got to prepare your soul for those temptations. Because it's going to happen. Many are called, only few are chosen. Unfortunately, this truth and this walk is not for everybody. Unfortunately, it's not for everybody. And that's why many are called, but only few going to be chosen to wake up and come and be righteous and mighty people.
That's what it can, because what he only said, he was what?
Keep one third. 2/3 of our people are going to perish.
One in every three.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 in every 3 of us going to perish.
2 in every 3 going to perish. And that's why, again, I say, many are called, only a few are chosen. And that's why you got to come walk in these ways and again continue to build, Ken. So again, I wanted to give you that scripture on Nehemiah 10:31. I want to give you that scripture in regards to the Sabbath. I got to give you some laws on what we're not supposed to do in regards to the Sabbath day and different things like that. Because we got to keep this day holy. We got to keep this day holy. And I got to give you just again some more laws and scriptures that we leave there. So again, because what you didn't know before stepping up here, the Most High God had mercy on you and he didn't hold it against you. But now that you're learning and now that you know, now comes the test. Now comes the temptations. Different things of that nature. Let me know what you got. Alright? Because different things are going to come now. Prime example, you said there, you don't eat pork, even with shrimp, crab, and lobster. As soon as you stop, I bet somebody had a crab roll.
It happened to me.
You see what I'm saying?
I definitely had, for some reason, I had like a real store paper.
That's gonna happen. Don't be surprised when you leave here. You ride past and you just smell it like, man. Like, they got extra butter sauce on that one. That was fried extra crispy. That would smell good. I even dropped mild sauce on this one. Wait.
Might see a Red Lobster
commercial. Might see a Red Lobster commercial. Free all you can eat. $10 buffet or something.
Sure.
It's going, but that's the temptation that's going to come. Now that you're walking in this righteous way. Bring this out, King.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it out.
And the people of the land bring where any visuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
What we not supposed to do?
That we will not buy it of them.
We not do?
That we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath, on a holy day.
We're not supposed to buy or sell anything on the Sabbath day. We're not even supposed to cook. We're not supposed to kindle a fire. Nothing on the stove, nothing in the microwave, nothing in the oven. On the Sabbath day, eat you some fruits, make you some sandwiches, eat you some cereal, eat you a salad. Nothing in regards to buying or sell nor kindling a fire because it's a holy day. We're supposed to be holy unto the Most High God. And then, us brothers, that's why we even come out here and teach. Because we teach our people on the Sabbath day so you can learn those things. So again, that's another thing I gave you in regards to the Sabbath day. Don't be surprised. You gotta keep it. Because don't be surprised next Saturday somebody wants you to come out. Half off drinks on Saturday or whatever. Somebody, mom, girl, hey man, can you go to the store and buy me this? I'm not going to buy nothing.
2% lady time.
Yeah. On Friday night. Now you got the best deals. I'm telling you, that comes with the temptation, bro. Right. So I'm telling you that to keep it even on your mind now that you came and stood here, that the Most High brought you here today. Because it's gonna show out, it's gonna play out. Is that a Lion King on your chest? God. We lions. Judas, we the lions. No, yeah. Same one on my Z's, King. I got the same lion on my Z's. God. That's the Most High, King. That ain't us doing this. That ain't us doing this, King. That's the Most High doing this, man. So we got to keep walking in these laws, statutes, and commandments and keep moving forward, King. And again, I'm going to give you this last scripture and I'm going to pass it over to the next mighty brother, King. So give me Ecclesiastes 12:13. And this is just going to wrap up, King, everything we kind of talked about today and what makes everything special, what we need to continue to do. You know what I'm saying? Again, we don't buy, no sell, we don't do certain things, bro. All right? But this kind of wrap up our whole, what I've been talking and edifying and then building with you folks, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bring this out, King.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Read on.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God. And keep his commandments.
And do what?
And keep his commandments.
Okay.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This the whole duty of man. This is why we were ever created, was to fear God and keep his commandments. Because the precept earlier in 1 John 5 and 3, it said his commandments are not grievous. We're supposed to fear God and keep his commandments because that's the duty of all men. That's why we was ever created. That's why we even here, to be an example. We don't need the other nations to keep the commandments because it's not for them. It's for us. We need to build. We need to come back to our law, statutes, commandments, and be the mighty nation that we once were.
Right.
So I just want to call Allah Yahweh to Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to all nations.
Death to all nations.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Come.
Oh, praises. I heard you over there, sis. Now look, right? We have a duty to the Lord. What's going on, sis? Same old thing.
Yes, it was built early too.
God, that's all on the live, man. All right?
Striving to provide and striving to move on.
God. See? And that's really the main goal. You see that? We got to strive to be better. Because without us trying to be better, we're not going to become that peculiar treasure, right? That the Lord wants us to be.
Within ourselves, ain't nobody.
Right. See that? The Lord made us to be a certain type of people.
The Lord made us.
Right?
And the Lord give it, He take it away.
Right.
The Lord also say, still, you got strength, power to keep forward moving.
Right. See? And you got to walk according to these commandments. This is what makes you special for real. Right? People say that we special already, true, but we done kind of lost our touch. We done lost our saved.
We lost our touch.
as the salt of the world.
Slow things. I ain't cursing because you curse.
Right.
Slow things that we encounter.
Yeah.
But it never stops.
Hey, you get a flyer, kid? Huh? You get a flyer?
Yeah, he got a flyer right there.
You got a flyer for you, king, right here.
Hey man, hit us up, man. And we gonna.
Hey, I need to do this.
Yeah, get the
For real.
flyer, king. It's a number on the back of it, and it's our YouTube and everything. Follow us, king.
For real.
Yeah. Call if you got any questions. We'll continue to build with you, king.
God.
Because we need each other. We need each other.
Right. All right, King.
All right, king.
See that?
Shot over there. I just got a word on my phone.
Yeah, we was hearing that over there. We was hearing that.
Fuck!
It's all right, King. That's all right. That's how we feel, though. Right? Give me the book of Chiraq, chapter 28 and verse 3, man.
No!
Hey, man, we feel just like that. Because when our people start dropping each other like you dropped your phone, hey, we feel
Hey,
like
man,
that.
shut the fuck up, man.
You know what I'm saying? We feel the same way, though, man. Give me that.
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 28 and verse 3.
Right?
One man beareth hatred against another.
Read that again.
One man beareth hatred against another.
Read.
And doeth he seek pardon from the Lord.
Hey, some of our people, they hate each other. But now you wanna cry out like, God, help me.
Oh, that's why.
For what? Exactly. But you know what? Deuteronomy 28:15.
He said whatever you know, it's a messed up situation.
Hey, see that? Yeah. And you know, it be black on black crime too.
What?
See that? Because you know why?
Ain't my problem.
I'm gonna explain that thing to you too.
150.
My theory is
What?
as long as I ain't started. As long as I didn't start it.
Right.
But please don't make me finish.
See that? See that? You got all rights to defend yourself, right? Give me the book. Give me the book of give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse
Give me the book of
16.
Shanta.
The book of who?
Shanta.
Who is that? You trying to? Oh, praise the sis.
1 Corinthians 3.
God.
And you still mad.
I write my own books. I'm not my laws.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Right?
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
Don't you know that you're the temple of God? And what?
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
And the Spirit of God dwells in you. Hey, when you read the scriptures, our forefathers fought to protect the temples of the Most High God that was even built with hands. So I have an obligation to protect the temples of God as they seek to do the law, statutes, and commandments. You become the temple of God when you literally follow these law, statutes, and commandments.
Or what happens when you don't?
If any man defile the temple of God,
To defile the temple of God is to destroy yourself, right? It could be with smoking. Too much drink can do it. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little sipping. You know what I'm saying? You can a little sip. But excessive
Come on, man.
drinking.
You see me drink, you talking
No,
shit.
I ain't seeing you. I ain't seeing you. Yo, I ain't messing with me, man. Go ahead.
if any man defile the temple of God,
Right?
him shall God destroy.
I can't cause my brother's temple to be destroyed or defiled by anybody else. I have the right to protect my brothers, man. Give me the book of Chiraq, right? Chapter 4 and verse 9, man. Chiraq chapter 4 and verse 9. I hold the right to defend my people. Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15. Right? Read this.
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 4 and verse 9.
Right?
Deliver him that suffered wrong from the hands of the oppressor.
Read that again.
Deliver him that suffered wrong from the hand of the oppressor.
So we're supposed to deliver them that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor. I'm not supposed to stand idle, right, while my brother is getting choked out by damn Esau.
Bring it out.
Right? Keep reading.
And be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in
So if
judgment.
my brother is come to harm by a person who's not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, who is a heathen at that point, then when I do something about it, I'm supposed to stand 10 toes down. That's what the wisdom of Chiraq is teaching you.
Bring it out.
The law also teaches that, man. Right? Bring this up.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
You shall do no unrighteousness in the judgment.
Hey, you shall do no unrighteousness up in the judgment. Go to verse 16.
Thou shalt not, this verse 16, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people.
Right.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbors.
Neither shall I what?
Neither shall I stand against the blood of thy neighbors.
So I'm not supposed to stand idle by while another nation is trying to put my brother to death, man. I literally serve the right to defend the temple of the Most High God, man. I reserve that right. I can't cause my brother's temple to be defiled by an unbeliever, man. Alright? Things will happen to you. And when you read the when you read the books of the Bible, mighty men of the Bible, what Nehemiah say? I'll put hands on you. Right? You said go to Exodus? Hey, that's a fact, man. When you read about Moses, Moses, it says he looked this way and he looked that way and slew that Egyptian that was beating on his brother. That's a fact. That's how we gotta be up, and we have to wake up the mighty men to be up in that same stead, man. No more watching your people die out here, man. Not by the hands of no heathens, man. See, we gotta be mighty men and not suffer the blood of our people to be on the land anymore, for real. But in order to raise up as a people, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? Give me the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. God. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4.
Let's go. Get your
hand off that post.
It might be me. It might just be me. Yeah, I gotta talk up in that thing now. Alright?
Man, this ain't shit but blast. Who the fuck you think you is?
You know what, nigga? Never keep talking to me like that.
See. They turned that reverb.
Wicked. Yeah. The snakes in the grass.
Bring this up.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4. Right? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Read that again.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Because it's a mental game right now for us. Hey, man. Now look, this is the mentality that we gotta have, man. All right. Right now, it's a mental game. We gotta get all our people on the same accord. That's the first step. Read.
But mighty through God to what? But mighty through God.
Mighty through the Most High God to the what?
To the pulling down of strongholds.
To the what?
To the pulling down of strongholds.
So the warfare that we're waging right now,
Nobody's king. He's ungodly. He's not a man.
Now look at this. Give me the book of Give me the book of 1 Kings chapter 2. Right? 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. Now look at this. According to the Bible, there's a way to be a man. Right? Hey, the brother got the opportunity to be a king, man. Hey, it's well within his birthright. That's for something for you to see that's gonna come to this world, man. There's gonna be a whole lot of fireworks, man, coming soon. Brought to you by HOI. Brought to you by Yahweh, by HOI. Alright? There's gonna be a whole bunch of fireworks on this earth. But it's not gonna be the ones that sparkle, man. Alright? It's gonna be the type that blow it up. Hey, that's a fact. You see what I'm saying?
You want my verse?
Get Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4.
Oh, no. I'll say Revelation 83:18.
Ain't no damn Revelations 83.
That's what I want. Yes, it is.
Ain't no Revelation 83.
83:18. Give me some. 83:18.
Yeah, Psalms 83:18.
Read that.
Hey, man. You're speaking of the Spirit. You might just be, hey. Bring this up.
You said Revelation 18.
83:18. No.
This is the book of
Revelation 83:18.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 1. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Say what?
Come out of her, my people.
Hey, man, the Lord is saying spiritually, get the hell out of Dodge, man. Right? Don't dwell among these people and among the sin that they commit. Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you what?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That you be not partakers of her sins. Now let's look at
Did
this.
you say her or our?
You said what?
Did y'all say her or our sins?
that ye be not partaker of her sins. And the her,
Why gotta be a her? Why not him?
because America is likened unto a hoe out here. Alright, I'm gonna just be honest. It's likened unto a harlot out here, man.
That book was wrong for the man.
It was written for you too.
Psalms 83:18. Read it, please. Give him the mic.
When it
Hold
boiled
on.
down to it, y'all keep
I'm dealing with
saying women. But what about
Get Jeremiah 62.
I'm not coming.
Now look.
Hold on.
Hey sis, check it out. Now check it out. Now it only said a her because what America is likened unto.
If it don't fly, let it fly. Like that seagull, I call it that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 2.
Hey sis, this one for you. This one for you. You hear me? Hey sis, you hear this? Look at this.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion.
What?
I have likened the daughter of Zion
Which you are. You're a daughter of Zion.
to a comely and delicate woman.
To a what?
To a comely and delicate woman.
The daughter of Zion are beautiful and delicate women. So it's not only just written for the man, it's written for you too.
83:18.
Now let's go to Psalms chapter 83 and verse 18 for the brother. Read this.
The Psalms chapter 83 and verse 18.
Look it out.
The man may know that who name alone is Jehovah.
No. Read that
Yeah,
right.
the Psalms 83:18. Speak it. No,
The
keep reading.
man may know that thou who name alone is Jehovah.
Go up 2 verses. I'm going to read
No,
right.
fuck.
Hold
Shut the fuck
Hold
up
on.
and let him read.
Hold on, man.
Come on, kid.
Hold on, man.
Let him read.
Now look at this. It's
Let him
likened
read.
unto
No,
what
read
was-
that.
You have the
Let
wrong
him read.
verse. Read,
Psalms 83:18. No, Psalms 83:18.
I'ma get to
is what I wanna-
18.
Let him finish that verse.
You
That
got
was
a
a
hold.
request.
Hold your peace, brother.
Request, nigga.
Alright? I got your request.
I want to hear that request and then you can read what the fuck you want him to read.
Man, get the Bible.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 16.
18.
Hold on.
18.
Read.
I know 16.
Fill their faces with shame.
I ain't asked for that.
Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let all these nations be troubled and
18.
confounded forever.
Psalms 83:18. That's all I want to
Yea,
hear.
let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them what?
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That what?
Okay.
That
18.
man may know that who names alone Jehovah.
Is what?
Jehovah.
Read.
Are the most high over all the earth.
Over what?
Oh,
Hey,
that's
man.
all I want to hear, man.
Hey, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I want to step on the real. That's all I want to hear.
Brothers out here want to hear the scripture. I had to give you, hey man, I had to give you that context though. What the Lord was saying, what was being said was that let them be confounded.
Come on, King. That's all I want to hear.
That's the part where you said what the whole. Because that's what it sounds like it seems to be.
Wait, you talking about Jeremiah?
Read that verse again, what he just had to read.
I ain't had nothing to do with no hoe. Read verse 18 again.
The man may know that who name alone is Jehovah. Is Jehovah.
That's the Lord's name. You can say that?
Wait a minute. Spell that word.
Jehovah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Jehovah.
Y-L-H-A-W-H is how you spell Yahweh. Alright? That's not the Lord. That's what the
Let's
Lord.
go.
Earth the most high over all as the earth. Over all the earth.
So the Lord is the Lord over all the earth. He controls everything. He controls every single thing that happens. Whether it be from the right hand side or from the left hand side, man. Right? Give me the book. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. There are certain evils that's going to come to America, man. America is going to go up in smoke. And we got to be ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to be ready for the things that are going on.
Fuck the police.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
So Russia is getting ready to blow the hell up, right? Blow up America, for a matter of fact. And guess who's actually using him to blow up America?
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The Lord is controlling people, man. Controlling Sleepy Joe, man. Joe Biden.
Go to Cottage Grove somewhere.
As the river of water.
We teach at they know us. They know us. We did that for over a year, brother.
He turned it whatsoever.
He said, what y'all scared of college? Cottage?
That's our main teaching ground.
We was just over there.
We teach on college more than we teach anywhere.
Right.
Just got shot over there, Lord.
Well, man, a brother just got shot while we was out there.
Okay, well, go over there and shoot another motherfucker. I'm going to be in the alley. Like a ghost. You ain't going to see me. King, you ain't going to see me, King.
Hey, that's our main camp spot, man.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Here she come.
Oh, look, I don't know what it is. Why everybody want to holler, go on cottage. Like cottage is just the most notorious goddamn place in the world.
Right. Not knowing that.
And then the niggas on cottage, first thing they want to holler is, go on.
First of all, it was Adam before it was Eve.
That's some scary ass mentality. You scared to go on college, so you daring us to go. We be over there.
Right.
They scared to come over here on hosting.
You heard that, though?
But you know why? Because they know over here, it's all well over here. And over there,
That's
GDs over there. That's bad blood all day long.
Right.
So one want to tell the other one, go over there to the ops.
Like we
Ain't done it yet.
Like we be right with
What they
both
don't
of
realize
y'all.
is, neither one of y'all are our ops. We
We
don't consider neither of y'all ops. We brothers.
So what days y'all worship?
What they do?
That was the lady
we
after
worship
me
all the
right
days,
there.
but
Every
the
day?
second lady after but guess what? Right? Give me the book of Exodus chapter 20,
That was
verse 8.
Eve.
The main day.
Where?
You said where? We have a school around here.
I think
You have to take a flyer and contact the
I got
company.
that, but I'm asking where.
Right off of 79th and Ellis. Brothers live over there.
I'm Adam. Leave me alone.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Read that again.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Hey, sis, you asked the question. It's all right. Everybody not going to shake your hand. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen to this.
Take his hand and come with
Remember the Sabbath day.
Look at this. It say what?
Remember the Sabbath day.
Read.
Keep it holy.
We worship mainly on the Sabbath day. What we doing right now. Today is the Sabbath. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy works.
Right?
But the seventh day,
But the what?
but the seventh day
The seventh day, which is Saturday, read,
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
is the Sabbath of the Lord our God. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So ain't no working on the Sabbath day. That includes your cooking and cleaning. Right? Wait until the Sabbath is over and do it right before the Sabbath begins. Read.
Thou nor thy son, nor thou nor thy daughter, thy manservant and thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that's within their gates.
So anybody that's up in your house should really just have a seat on the Sabbath day. Your dog too. Alright? Your dog shouldn't be on the treadmill getting it in. Alright? He should just be sitting down. Go ahead. I got you. Oh no, I'm finished. What you got?
I got Genesis chapter 7, verse 10.
Hey man, it's all madness, man.
Come on, give me that one.
You said what?
Come on. Heard it?
Man, give me the book of Genesis chapter 19. I'll do you one
I ain't
better.
say 19. I said Genesis 7.
Now, if you shooting from the hip and it don't make no damn sense, I'm on you. Give me Genesis chapter 7.
Chapter 7, verse 10. Eve.
You're not right, bro. Go on past this camera.
Genesis chapter 7 and verse 10. Now I'm curious.
No, I'm Genesis January
Now I'm
5th,
curious.
1971.
I guarantee that don't mention Eve though.
That's the
Like,
beginning.
Genesis chapter 7 and verse
January
10.
5th is the
I
beginning.
ain't gonna talk about no. Listen.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 7 and verse 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were
That don't
upon
got a
the earth.
damn thing to do with no Eve, man.
Hey, man, listen.
That's talking about Noah and the
Read
flood,
it,
man.
motherfucker. Read it. Read
That's
what
talking
I
about the
said.
Noah and the flood, man.
That's what everybody wrote.
Bring it up, man.
It's the book.
Everybody wrote.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 7 and verse 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth.
Now what that got to do with Eve?
Keep going.
He
That
ain't
bitch died
no keep going. He
too.
ain't gonna talk about nothing.
No, look, that bitch died too with Noah.
Read.
She died too.
He said he died too.
He was gone. He was gone.
Hey man, there's a need to be taught again out
Hey,
here,
man, that's all I want to hear. I love that verse. I mean, I can't love that verse.
Look,
All
what
day.
is it?
Man, it was on the Noah Yeah,
I just tried to take his hand and lead him the right way.
It ain't for you to lead. Give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
It ain't for you to lead. He gotta lead.
I ain't gotta go no motherfucker.
I said you gotta lead them, not leave.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
if you look around.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3.
Hey sis, check it out. Hey sis, listen to this.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Woman.
Hell no, read that again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man
Is what?
is Christ.
No, it's woman.
It's Christ.
It's what?
It's Christ.
Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the what?
And the head of the woman is the man.
So you gotta get in line. You gotta get it too. Yeah. So the head of the woman is the man, right?
I tried to lead the right ones to my way.
But it's not for you to lead nothing.
This might be
Because
your
you ain't
love.
the head.
Later.
You the head of the
She ain't
children.
gonna be like, man, you was
I'm
right.
ahead of
She
me.
was good.
Never been married.
Not
to
Eve.
Read that again.
In the lights.
But I have you to know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the
And the
man.
head of the woman is me.
Is the man.
Is her.
Is the man.
The what?
Is the man.
Hey, did you hear what the Lord just said?
Christ is the only man
That mean,
Read again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
No, read from the top again.
But I have you to know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of the man is Christ.
I gotta take a second. Like, make
You understand? You understand what the Lord just told you? Read it again.
But I have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
What that just say? I'm gonna let you listen again. Read
But
that.
I have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So who is the head of men?
So,
What
where's the
is
real
that?
men at?
You looking at real man up here.
Okay.
Give me the book of
That's
1
what I
Kings.
see. But
1 Kings
shit
chapter
like
2.
that just went across the street.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2.
Women ones can't be led nowhere.
Okay, I'm gonna come back again.
Hey, in a way, she was saying, where's the real man at? I'm like, you looking at the real man. Real men of the Lord.
Yo,
She said, men like him. I mean, I wouldn't.
y'all standing, talking, standing,
Look at this.
walking
Look at
the
this.
ground.
I got you. I got
But
you.
This is the book of 1 Kings.
Hey, thou says.
That's it.
That
Read.
just show you that Eve willing to
That's
follow
what
as
the
long
book
as the right
said.
man leads.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to show you what a man
Eve
is.
is evolution.
Look at
Adam
it.
and Eve.
Look at it.
Adam is the
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Hey, go up a verse.
The verse 2, I'm sorry, verse 2 and verse 2. This is 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I go the way all of the earth.
Right?
Be thou strong, therefore,
Right.
and show thyself a
Now,
man.
how do you be a man? Show yourself a man. Keep reading.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Do what?
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Read.
To walk in his ways.
Hey, it's telling you how to be a man.
Guess what?
Read, walk in his ways and
To
what?
walk in his ways. To keep his statutes and his commandments.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments is how you
Everything
be a
I keep
man.
hearing.
That's what a man is.
Everything I keep hearing saying man. But guess what? You got that pre-woman.
You said what?
You heard me.
You said the pre.
I didn't stutter.
You said the what?
Woman.
You can't spell woman without the man.
But you can't start a man without the woman.
And you can't start the woman without the man.
Ain't no man without a woman.
There ain't no woman without the man.
You got me twisted.
Nah.
And I ain't cursed.
1 Timothy. Adam was first. Then came the woman.
Right. Give me that open first.
Verse 10.
2 and 10. Watch this. Watch this Bible.
Look at this.
Listen to this Bible verse.
You fucked up.
God, man. She kind of didn't have to turn around and be like that.
She get to drop the mic on
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't lying though, sister.
Hey, for real. You know, we only gonna teach you.
God did do the man, but he put the wall in, but she fucked up.
Hey, now say it.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 10. But which becometh woman professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence.
Hey, man, sometimes, hey, your good works gotta be done up in silence. All right? You profess godliness in your good works. Huh?
I'm gonna jump out 13, King.
You get the fuck away.
I'm gonna jump out 13, King.
Verse 13.
Bring it up.
For Adam was first formed.
For what?
For Adam was first formed.
Woman was first formed.
For Adam was first formed.
Read.
Then Eve.
Then what?
Then Eve.
Then Steve.
Then Eve.
See, Adam was first formed, then Eve.
True.
That's a fact, right?
You know,
Right.
it gotta make you wonder though. It was some reason Eve done the dumb. What role that Adam didn't do?
That's what they're saying.
Now look.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep reading.
Going down, they tell you that.
And Adam was not deceived.
Adam was not what?
And Adam was not
You
deceived.
said what made Eve do the dumb? That's what you said. For what?
But the woman being deceived.
She was what?
But the woman being
She
deceived.
was listening to everybody
Who in
else.
the hell
But it's the
deceived her
man.
though? She only had Adam.
No, she didn't.
She only had Adam to listen to. She only had Adam to listen to. She listened to the to another person, to the snake.
This to you and him. I think it's Genesis 5 and 3.
Yeah,
God.
and that's what it is. You're right.
Let's find out.
Don't need to see it.
Hey, you gotta listen to your man. Every woman shall learn from her own husband.
No.
That's what scriptures say.
See, you know
Yeah.
No.
You see that? Why everybody want to listen to everybody else but their own husband? You go to work, you listen to Esau.
Hey, I'ma tell
You got your
y'all
scrub and everything,
I'ma
but let your
tell
man
you
say,
one
hey,
thing
that
right
bathroom
here.
looking a little
God
bogus.
gave
All hell
us
break loose.
women senses to make right choices or not. We do our own dumb ass shit, but on the other hand, what reason that she had to do the dumb ass shit?
She ain't had no reason. She was
Listening to
just
somebody
bogus.
else.
She was just bogus. She ain't had no reason.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Cause see, if she was true and all, she wouldn't motherfucking look to the other reason.
Nah, give me the book of Chiraq. I want the book of Chiraq,
Well, how did y'all
chapter
come
26
up- You know, it seems
and
like
verse 10.
But it's like I'm standing right here and you just come up with
Chiraq 26 and 2.
Chiraq 26 and 10.
Because we study the Bible. That comes from
Chiraq
study.
26 and 10.
Hey,
This is the reason why she got
out.
the
She said she trying to figure out how is it that everything
And I've
she
been
say,
coming at them
y'all come
all
up with the
night long.
scripture.
Because the
all-
Bible got all the answers. That's why.
The Bible got all
They got
the
all the answers. It done figured you out before you knew yourself. You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Chiraq, chapter 26 and verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her instantly.
In straightly. Right? Meaning kind of keep her close to you. Keep a good watch out for her. Keep reading.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
And she got over much liberty to go do whatever the hell that she wants to. Keep reading.
Watch over the imputed eye,
Right?
and marvel not if she transgress against thee.
Hey, if she transgress against thee, hey, don't even marvel.
Yeah, it's still
Read.
go back to her slow ass.
See that?
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain.
Hey man, she opened her mouth to every thirsty, like a thirsty. She just thirsty. thirst bucketing, huh? All right? Because she's a cat or a broad, right? She just acted thirsty.
Read. And drink of every water near her.
Ain't that what Eve did? She kind of drank of every water, of the water that was near her, man. Right? Not honoring the ways of her forefathers.
Where did the water come in at?
Not honoring the forefathers.
Where did the water come in at? She bit the apple.
Yeah, but there's meanings to fruit, and they don't never say no apple. All right?
It started in 1-1.
You said what?
The bitch fucked up in 1-1.
You know, and that's a fact. You know what? Drop everything you got. Give me Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1. Let's just start there. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22.
Why it always got to be an apple? Why not the orange?
Why not a banana?
Why not the banana?
This is a cucumber.
Yo.
Hey, you know what? Hold that and give me Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 8. We're going to read about the cucumber. We're going to read about the cucumber. Look, we're going to read about the cucumber. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 8, man. Right? She said, why not the cucumber? Madness.
Symbolize something.
Right, read that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse number 8.
Yeah, look at this.
And the daughter of Zion, and the daughter of Zion, and the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, and as a lodge in the garden of cucumbers.
She just taking all sorts of doctrine. I can say it like that.
As a lodge.
Yeah.
What is a lodge?
That's
a building that people going in.
Yeah, man. This ain't the daughter of Zion kind of ran through.
Going through every floor.
Going through every floor.
Even though she fucked up.
See?
It's more, yeah. Y'all got
As a
me
what?
today. I love it.
As a besieged city.
Hey, she ran through. God. Hey, as a besieged city. That's the Bible saying this too. You know it's bad when the Bible saying that our women shall be harlots in the street. That's how
Beat down by every beat.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't that bad. It's out for a reason.
Give me Genesis 1 and 1.
I know I'm going to start from page 1 now.
Yeah. Hey, all praises. Hey, kind of, hey, text that number, and we lock you into them classes.
So what's up with tomatoes?
She said tomatoes. She would have, he said, for every fruit in the damn garden, man.
They're fresh off fruits or something. I think I heard something like that.
That's what Isaiah says.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
Read this.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 1.
He said it's been like this since 1 and 1. Yeah, that's a fact. Read this.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Right?
And the earth was without form and void.
Right.
And darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Now it says that the earth was without form and void. Now what does that mean? Right? Read this.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22.
Yo.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me.
Right?
They are Scottish children.
They are Scottish children, read.
And they have none sense. They have none understanding.
They have none understanding, read.
They are wise to do evil.
Right?
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
They're wise to do evil, they know how to do evil, but how to do good, they don't know how to. Keep reading.
I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void.
It was what?
It was without form and void.
That's what Genesis just said, man. So to be without form and void means that you don't got them laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Been wicked since the beginning. Since 1 and 1, like the sister said. In that statement, that was very true, man. Right? But there's more to be learned, man. How do you be with form and not void? Right? How do you be that? Give me the book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5 again, man. Exodus 19 and 5. Let's give you some structure.
It says everything in the Bible.
Yeah, every single thing.
Technically, pretty much, it's an essence to everything. What we going through,
right?
It's in the book.
Hey, you want to know why Pops wasn't up in the crib? It's up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just got me. Like I said earlier,
Right.
We've been forced in the church as shorties.
Right.
Period. But after so long, you know, we move on or whatever.
Right.
Stuff changes and ain't cursed. You know, the pot, the people.
Right.
All voices really.
Goddamn, I gotta ask. That's gratitude. That's what you do. That's that wisdom. That's
every
knowledge.
single one.
You know,
Ask me a question.
We
Ask me
together,
why something. Why life is like that. Ask me.
Give me a few minutes, I'll come back.
All right, bet, man. Hey, sometimes we just need a minute to think about the
away
question.
from the table. She ate a lot.
Yeah, she ate a lot, man. So she kind of full. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her vomiting or nothing. You know what I'm saying? From the amount that we fed her. So she got to kind of digest that thing. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 1. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. The reason why we said God. You see? Man, our people got a zeal of the Lord, but it don't be according to knowledge all the time. Right? Hey, they want to know God real bad, but this world make it hard for them to know the Most High God, huh?
And that's why we go astray.
Exactly. See? And Esau, the white man, he furthered the affliction. You wasn't supposed to be like this all the time. It was just supposed to be for a moment. But he continuously hinders you from the Most High God. Right? He makes you turn your face away from the Most High God for saying things that the Bible don't say. He'll hold the Bible dead in your face. He won't read a word, but he'll be like, this right here, it says this, this, and that. And he just be lying. He just be lying. He lied the whole time. Right? Read this.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Moreover, he said unto me,
Right.
Son of man,
Right?
eat that thou findest.
They say what?
Eat that thou
You
findest.
kind of eating it up. You kind of thinking on these things and pondering on these things. Read.
Eat this roll,
Right?
and go speak unto the house of Israel.
We had to eat that same roll that you eating. But now our instruction is to speak unto you and the rest of the house of Israel, which is the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Read.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat the roll.
Right? And we cause you to eat the roll. Read.
And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat.
It say what?
Cause thy belly to eat.
Read.
And fill thy bowels with this roll that I gave thee.
Hey, with the word that he gave us. So meaning digest and go home and kind of think about the things that we reading for you up out of these scriptures. That's for you to think about and ponder on, man. For you to meditate on. And then you will be prosperous. It's so easy to be prosperous out here because it's so easy to do the law, statutes, and commandments. You just got to get around people who do those law, statutes, and commandments. Give me the book of Chiraq, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
It was what?
And it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
And when you start to do this, it's sweet. You start to understand now. Like, damn, I am a chosen people. And damn, I do got to move as a king. Or in your case, as a princess in the earth. It's sweet, man. It's easy to do. But, like I said earlier, the world kind of make it hard for you. Because there's so much wickedness around. Look what Chiraq said. Read it.
Chiraq chapter 13 and verse 1.
Right?
He that toucheth, pitch shall be defiled therewith.
It say what?
He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith.
So it's like, if I touch tar on the ground, it say I'm going to be defiled therewith. It's going to be all over my hands. And if I try to wipe it off on my shirt, oh damn, now it's on my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And he that have fellowship with a proud man, right, shall be like unto him.
And if you have fellowship with wicked people, hey, you're going to be wicked just like them. It's like the saying goes, you are who you hang around. That's why you need, you get around righteous men, you're going to become righteous eventually. But if you hanging around the wicked, you're going to stay like unto the wicked. Right? You hang around dope heads all day, hey, you might just become a dope head. You know what I'm saying? Let me try that. You know, we don't want that.
Bring it out.
Hang around alcoholics, may become an alcoholic. Hang around weed heads, hey, you going to be hitting that blunt 9 times out of 10. You're like who you be around. So you got to kind of change up your audience.
right? Yeah, you got to change up your friend group. Kind of got to cut some people off sometimes. I had to do it. Then you had to do it? I did. Hey, didn't you have to do it?
Yeah. Family as well.
The family as well. Hey, the Lord said that if you're not willing to give up friends and family and houses, you're not worthy of him. And we want to be worthy of him. So hell yeah, we're gonna cut them off. We still gonna try to teach them to be a part of this truth. Right? But if not, hey, the enemies of a prophet is a part of his own household. You know what I'm saying? So prepare your soul for temptation. You might have to cut off your mom. That's how it be. All right? Go ahead. Bring that up.
You got that? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 21. 29. Book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 29. And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake.
For my what?
For my name's sake.
Them that have ripped away from everything that they used to love, right? For the Lord's name's sake. Read.
Shall receive 100-fold.
Hey man, we're gonna get 100 mamas. Man, we gonna get 100 pops. We're gonna get 100 friends, 100 brothers, 100 family members, man. Right? 100 lands. Right? We're gonna get 100-fold out of what we get, because the reward for doing this for your Mashiach Yahushua is way better than what this weak-ass world got to offer us.
Read. And shall inherit everlasting life.
And shall what?
And shall inherit everlasting life.
And that everlasting life is sweet to me. I need some of that, because this world ain't nothing but death and lust of the eyes and lust of the flesh, man. Right? This world gonna pass away. Right? What's that precept you pulled? Love not the world.
Come.
Right? This world gonna pass away. Right? But hey, the world that's to come, the world that we gonna rule in, that's gonna be forever and ever and ever, man. Right. And I don't gotta worry about no Chinese man selling dog to my people no more. I don't gotta worry about Esau selling pig and pork and swine and shrimp, crab, lobster, and catfish to my people no more. Right? Now $3 for $3 per pound, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I can understand about the pork.
Right?
You said shrimp, crab, and
Yep. Shrimp, crab, lobster, and catfish you can't eat. Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9.
I don't
Oh, presents. That's the wrong type of fish that you
They
eat,
the water version of the pig.
basically.
scavengers.
Yeah, scavenger.
It's already know.
Yeah. You a princess on the earth. What you eating a bottom feeder for? Leave that to the white man. He like that anyway. Read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 9.
Bring it up.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
This is what you're supposed to eat. That's all that live up in the water. Read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Whatsoever have what?
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, then shall ye eat.
Hey, you supposed to eat the ones that have both fins and scales. Now, catfish got fins, but nah, they don't got no scales. I never seen a scale on a catfish yet. It got skin like you and me. Even got a menstrual cycle like our women, man. What you eating a catfish for? It got a period. It's nasty, right? Hey, shrimp, lobster, crab don't got fins or scales. It got a shell and it got the little critter legs. Yeah, it got an exoskeleton, man. Right? It don't got no fins or scales. It got that little shell on that you crack open. Nasty,
your
bro.
bone structure doing on the outside.
Right. He inside out, man. That man bones on the outside.
Like the world.
Right. Inside out, man. This world is nasty and profane, man. Right? We're not supposed to be doing these things of the world, man. We're supposed to out here real life living as kings.
Because that's what these this is what these laws were given to us for, to govern ourselves as a wise nation. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Right? You got me Deuteronomy 4 and 6. And you, yeah. Right. I'm going to hold that real quick. I'm going to use that one. Best believe, man. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
For this is your what?
This is your wisdom.
The laws are our wisdom. Read.
And your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and understanding people.
Or what?
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So if you are not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not a wise and understanding people. You're not. Instead, you're of the world, eating a sea bug with his bones on the outside of his body, man.
Bring it out.
Right? Eating an octopus that literally got suction cups. All right? What you eating suction cups for? And you acting like you enjoy it too. And you know you don't like no damn sushi, man. All right? Y'all do not like no sushi for real.
Jake don't like nothing raw.
Exactly.
Jake want all his food well done.
Well done all the time, man. Matter of fact, charred a little bit, man. For me, all right? I like my burgers with a little crunch on it, man. All right, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that thing is well done. But hey, you kind of trying to be like Esau, man. Right? The damn the pottage wasn't done yet. But he over here, man, it smell good. Give it to me. Nah, man. I want mine well done. I want it all the way cooked, man.
Not moving no more, nigga.
Right. Man, I know y'all seen the video, man, when dude poured the hot water on the frog and the frog busted open. Y'all seen that? There's all sorts of nasty. It still feel it. That's why you're not supposed to be eating no frog anywhere. Fins and scales. They don't got none of that. They don't got no scales.
They ain't got no fins either.
They don't got no fins, man. And I don't want nothing that stick his tongue out all the way out there to catch it. Nah, I don't want to eat that at all, man. All right? You got to be holy out here.
Damn turtle soup.
And what is turtle soup?
You gonna cut his damn shell off his back and then put the soup in the shell and eat the damn soup out the turtle back.
Madness, man.
Oh, man.
Madness. And y'all kind of nasty for that, man. Who out here eating turtle soup, man? Eating turtle back. Going off. We not, hey, that's not a wise and understanding people. Instead, do this, man. Read that.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world.
It say what?
Love not the world.
You loving all the world that you can get your hands on, right? I'm seeing people eating scorpion on the damn stick, man. Yes, man. A scorpion kebab, man. Eating a scorpion kebab, man.
Damn rat popsicles.
Right, man. See that? I'm seeing Jake on social media biting the head off a rat, man. Y'all seen that? Just sick. I'm throwing him the ham. He's ham. I don't think that's Jake.
They made rat spaghetti.
Rat spaghetti. You talking about the two Moabite girls, right?
Yeah.
Over there massaging the rat. What you massaging the rats up in there for? Can't just leave well enough alone. Read.
Love not the world, neither things that are in the world. For if a man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Man, you better want that love of the Father. Hey, I'd rather have the love of the Father.
And the pride of the life is not of the Father, but it's of the world.
Keep reading.
And the world passeth away.
And the world pass away. The world we gonna have ain't gonna never pass away. Read that again.
And the world passeth away.
Keep reading.
And the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever.
Abideth for what?
Abideth forever.
And we gonna have that kingdom forever, forever, ever, and ever, ever, man. All right. And with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushai. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Foul on. Foul on. Foul on. What we gonna do?
Take the king.
What we gonna do?
Take the king.
What we gonna do?
Take the king.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
How? Damn it, how? Damn it, I said how? Kwame Yashala. Kingdom over everything.
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 No surrender, no retreat.
No surrender, no retreat.
You gonna get this work, hey.
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 Kwame Yashala.